audience. Watching mine, you only got your camera.
Recording in progress.
Is that Mike Moshi? Mike had just hit me up to tie it into live stream.
Black Power brothers and sisters, we are doing part 2 today of the New Africa Network TV's live broadcast internationally. We're going to be coming in and hearing from the brother James Cherizia, aka Barbecue, out of Haiti, a Haitian freedom fighter. So as we are waiting for the guests to come on, please be very patient with us as we are waiting for our guests to come in. This is an international call. You will hear a translator that will be translating. Brother Imani will be translating Kiswahili to cover a huge portion of the population in the Pan-African network that speaks Kiswahili, as well as you will also hear a translator by the sisters and brothers in Haiti translating Haitian Creole. So be very patient with us. This is very historic and Black Power.
Yes.
Okay.
If you hear a little noise in the background,
Bishop is currently talking to Mike Musi over there in Kenya.
quite frankly,
Okay.
I am making my coffee.
We are having a problem to connect to YouTube. Me too, myself on our YouTube is now live. Even yesterday too.
Right. Okay, we're still waiting for General Chevrier to chime in from Haiti. I believe someone just stated that he'll be on about 10:10 or so. So we're currently waiting for him.
Yeah, so we're gonna be fine. Then just let me do some cleaning. How do you call that? House cleaning first. So today we're gonna receive the questions, and I want those questions to be direct. No question should take more than 1 minute because that would not be a question. That would be a statement, and we're not here to get anyone's statement. And also, I believe General Barbecue is gonna try to do his best to cover those questions. Maybe each question, maybe maximum 5 minutes should be enough.
Right.
So that we can cover as many questions as much as we can.
Okay, that sounds. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do the opening. I'll have you come in secondly, and then from there we'll introduce the first person to ask questions. We have Brother Sipaway representing the PGRNA, followed by Lukman, Ayo, and whoever else following from there. That'd be fine.
Yeah, and I also will
Brother
have to
Jamoke.
cover, so I will also have to cover the question we were asking yesterday. So on our chat, I kept them, so I have them as well. So that is also, he's gonna have to answer those questions as well.
Okay, that's what's up.
And also,
was you able to get that letter from the PGRNA, Bantu, to barbecue?
I believe that, what is his name, Jami, brother Jami, he's gonna have time to ask question, but also he's gonna give that to him direct. I did send it to General, but he also needed to present for himself because that's the reason why we are here anyways.
For sure.
Yeah, so another thing is that translation,
so
to keep translation going because obviously that's why we do this. So we need to make sure that we respect translation. Anyone who speaks, he has to be translated in the both ways.
For sure.
So if anyone wants to be translated, maybe in French or Swahili or whatever it is, you have to ask your question and then we will translate that in the way, in the language you decide.
Right.
Comrade Imani, I had a question. I just wanted to confirm the Ubuntu Peace and Reconciliation proposal. You did forward that to General Chevrier. I just wanted to confirm that he did receive it.
Yes, you mean if the letter or it's like not summary, not it did go to General Shea say yes, it did go there. So yeah, true. But also you guys, you need to be sure that you ask him on your own because you need to know who sent the letter and the purpose. Yeah. But he did receive the information. He did. Yeah. Yes.
I sent you a text a few minutes ago by WhatsApp. Can you check it out while we going to see him? Land.
Okay. Let me see if I can see that.
Please excuse the noise. Quite briefly, unfortunately, the coffee pot is brewing very loudly. We will be getting started very soon. We do, as we can see, our dear brother Sherizier, aka Brother Barbecue. He is in the Zoom. I believe perhaps also his translator may be in. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to try something right quick. Hopefully, it doesn't mess things up. I'm going to try to see if I can get a better view. No, that's actually going to be the best view we can get. Let's see what happens when I click full screen.
Jamie, I did check that out already. And Bishop, can you make me co-host?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I did check that. I saw that.
Yeah,
and,
that didn't.
Do we have translators already?
It didn't work too good. Let me go back to the way I had it.
If I do anything, I'll make you host. And
Okay,
then that way, now you have control over who comes in and who goes out. So there's somebody already waiting to come in.
Okay, I saw that.
Now you have. So now the controller's in your hand.
Okay.
And I'm already recording on my side.
Okay, very good.
We had the translator in. I think he just dropped again, but I think he'll call back in.
Yeah, he did it back in again already.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes. We have both translators, yes.
Hi, good morning. I'm here.
Very good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for yesterday. You did a very good job. And we're going to do another good job too.
Looking forward.
Yes. So,
greetings, everyone. I have a question. I'm in Haiti. Will I have to raise my hand to be able to ask question, or how will that work with us after the questions were asked by the panelists?
Yeah, so you will raise the hand, or you can even, I think raising hand is a good idea. But everyone is gonna be received, okay? So don't worry.
Thank you.
We'll be going down the line.
Thank you.
Yeah, so don't worry, everyone is gonna be here. That's actually the culture of New African Network. we give a voice to even those who insult us. We do give them a chance to speak. So that should not be a problem.
Thank you, dear brother.
Yeah.
But I hope we continue with such conferences. Very important. Very, very important.
Yeah, so Brother Eugene, I think it is good that we start our program.
Okay.
We are late already enough time. I'm gonna be on background here. I'm still having to work on some of the stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be good if you go ahead and start the program, because our special guest, General Barbecue, I call him General Barbecue. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He's already on the program, and our translators are already in the program. So I don't think there is any need of wait or spending more time.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, thank you for the translators. You really don't have to translate this. We normally just open up with our greeting and all of that for everyone. So I'll go ahead and start with that right now. All right, here we go. This is round number 2. Greetings and grand rising, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thursday, October 4th, 2024, and welcome to the Friday morning New Africa Network TV and media broadcast. I am your host, Brother Eugene Talford, also known as Ambassador Obi-Wane, reporting from Charlotte, North Carolina, right here in the United States. First of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to all of you who have been tuning in for the last couple of days. We have a very dynamic person, General Barbecue from Haiti, who has come on the program to share his insight and information about some of the things that are happening right there on the ground in Haiti, but also forging alliance where we can build both a political and economic alliance where we can benefit and empower ourselves throughout the world. So first of all, we'd like to thank you for coming on the program for the second day, and we're going to dive right into the conversation this morning. In the words of Kiswahili, we say "tuko pamoja," which means we are together, and we are together. In the words of Kiswahili, habari gani? What's the news? We have the news for you right here on the New African Network, Black Power. Welcome, Brother General Barbecue. We welcome you to the program this morning, and we'll open the mic up to you to tell the public a little bit about who you are again, and let's get into the conversation. Black Power.
Barbecue, you want to introduce that one call? Jimmy? Is he on? Can you hear me?
He has to unmute.
He needs to unmute himself. He's muted right now. So, the translator, if you can let him know to unmute himself.
Okay. Jimmy, let's hear Usu mute.
Let me see if I can unmute him too.
Okay, on the blanc.
You're muted as well. Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Wait.
Non, c'est Jimmy Cherizier. Et moi, bon, si on a barbecue. My name is. Go ahead. Non, c'est Jimmy Cherizier, moi, bon, si on a barbecue. My name is Jimmy Cherizier, and otherwise known as Barbecue. I was born the 30th of March, 1977. I was married, currently divorced. I have a daughter. I did my K through 12 in Port-au-Prince, elementary in Port-au-Prince, and secondary school in Port-au-Prince. I started university but didn't complete. I was a part of the 16th promotion for the Haiti's National Police. In a special unit by the name of IDMO. And I spent 14 years with the police department. Today I'm a president and the speaker for the group called Vivre Ensemble, Touch One and Touch All. Okay. That's it.
Thank you, brother. Okay, so first up, this is questions and answer day. And we're going to get started with the first question coming from Brother Sipaway out of Guinea-Bissau. He is the Minister of Foreign Affairs for the Provisional Government of the Republic of New Africa. Brother Sipaway, can you hear us?
Yes, thank you. Revolutionary greetings, free the land, and greetings to you, Commander Cherizier.
Translation, please.
Monsieur du bonjour, greetings from
I am Minister of Foreign Affairs, Republic of New Africa.
Monsieur c'est ministre des étrangers affaires en Afrique. I'm sorry, what country?
Republic of New Africa.
Republic of New Africa.
First, I want to say congratulations to you, Commander Cherizier.
L'État remet du compliment.
Anyone that is willing to take up arms to defend their sovereignty and self-determination against the imperialists has courage.
Li complimento pour courage pour camper en face non impérialiste, non qui peut. You know what? Can I use the other translator for a minute?
Oui, madame.
Ok, ou met parler avec Jimmy, bon, pour un petit temps.
Monsieur le général Cherizier, nous complimentons parce que n'importe qui prend des armes pour combattre l'impérialisme, on est monde ça, son monde qui a courage.
In March 1968.
République Nouveau-Africa, c'est pour l'indépendance, dans le qui était mars, la date qui était mars 1968.
We were prepared to defend our right to self-determination and free our land with arms.
Nous étions préparés avec droit nous, détermination nous, nous étions pris des armes pour nous libérer terre nous.
Therefore, we have a deep understanding and can empathize with your freedom fighting.
C'est ça qui fait nous avons une compréhension profonde et empathie pour capable libérer terre.
I have 4 questions for you today, Commander.
Cher commandant, j'ai 4 questions pour aujourd'hui.
The first question revolves around. The first question has to deal with the issue of gang criminality.
Première question, qui pourrait avec dossier qui est avec criminalité gang commerce.
In our case, our young people were growing in their revolutionary national consciousness.
Dans le dossier panneau, jeunes nous grandit avec conscience révolutionnaire.
At that moment, the United States government had to rebrand its campaign war strategy against our forces.
Dans le moment ça, le gouvernement américain a renouvelé la campagne contre nous-mêmes.
They declared a war on drugs, and they sent drugs and guns into our new African communities.
Ils ont déclaré guerre contre la drogue et l'examen, et ils ont envoyé drogue et l'examen dans le pays.
The United States government declared a war on drugs and criminalized our young people.
Les États-Unis ont déclaré guerre sur la drogue et ils ont criminalisé la jeunesse noire.
They brought the drugs and the guns into our communities.
C'est eux-mêmes qui ont mené drogue avec les armes dans la communauté.
We attempted to politicize our young people in the gangs and send them for military training in East Africa.
Nous avons tenté pour nous capables de politiser les jeunes, pour nous être capables d'intégrer dans la police.
As you know, Malcolm X was once called a criminal, and he became a freedom fighter.
C'est même ce qu'on connaît. Il était le Malcolm X, il est criminel, et il était devenu un combattant libre.
Nelson Mandela was an attorney who received military training in Ethiopia Ethiopia and returned to South Africa as a freedom fighter.
Nelson Mandela, en tant qu'avocat, était en prison et il était retourné en tant que combattant libre.
So my first question is, do you see this as very similar? That those they are calling gangs were given drugs and guns by the core group, and you are now trying to politicize them to get them to fight for self-determination?
Question pas maintenant, c'est que moun sa qui ont les gangs, qui ont des bails au drogue exact, qui ont même qui ont conscientisé pour politiser yo, pour faire devenir des combattants libres.
Can you answer the question?
Can you repeat the question again?
The question is, do you see this as a similar situation that you are now trying to politicize young people to fight for self-determination?
Question moi pour vous, est-ce que vous êtes samedi ou là avec vous-même dossier pour là comme étant un dossier qui est similaire, qui est pareil, qui est déterminé pour défendre le pays? I greet you and I thank you for the question.
Et ça les autres expliquer là pas différent de ça qui a passé en Haïti.
What you have just explained is not different as the one that is happening in Haiti.
95% d'armes qui entrent en Haïti ont sorti aux États-Unis avant la République dominicaine.
95% the weapons brought to Haiti from Dominican Republic and the US.
Et ils ont utilisé les gens qui ont corrompu avec politiciens corrompus pour mettre des armes avec drogue dans les ghettos.
They use the rich people and the corrupted politicians to bring drugs and weapons to the ghettos.
Ils ont utilisé les ghettos et que pour déstabiliser le pays à chaque fois où il y a besoin de ça.
They use the ghettos to destabilize the country each time they do that.
Je dis effectivement, ce travail ça a fait. Côté que nous commençons à faire, monsieur, on prend conscience que les gens n'ont pas besoin de c'est utiliser à utiliser nous.
Effectively, that's what they are doing today, and we are promoting consciousness, awareness.
C'est ça que fait, et dans le discours nous avec eux, on ne paquet de ça qui ont été pour faire, je dis, on va faire les encore.
As a result of our speech to them, they reduce the bad act, the bad habit, what they used to do, they stop it.
Et politiciens ont été pour nous faire un pile kidnapping, pour te déstabiliser l'ancien président Jovenel.
The politicians used to make them do a lot of kidnapping in order to destabilize President Jovenel. They used to have them kidnap a lot of trucks with goods belonging to other people. They used to rape women. They used to rape girls. Today, most of those bad activities mostly finished, not happening anymore.
Et si bon monde qui fait, et monsieur qui n'a tête prend toute disposition pour punir monde qui fait ça.
And if someone in the group commits those crimes, the leaders take some measures to punish whoever did it.
Je dis, ça nous met en Haïti, c'est pour déstabiliser le pays, et que pour toujours prendre prétexte pour voir force étrangère venir pour toujours que Haïti dans l'occupation.
in order to bring the foreign troops to keep Haiti under occupation, they sent those weapons in the neighborhoods.
Je dis à nous-mêmes, nous avons essayé, pas une seconde idéologie. Je dis à nous avons essayé de faire une route et que pour nous tous mettre tête nous ensemble, pour nous gagner non seulement contre les États-Unis, Canada, la France, mais pour nous gagner contre toute oligarchie avec politiciens.
Today we are trying to bring a new ideology to them, to bring consciousness to them against what the oligarchs are forcing them to do.
Mais bataille ça pas facile.
But this fight is not easy.
Parce que tout le monde s'en a pour mal au grand pile l'argent.
Those people whom we are fighting against have a lot of money. They use local and international medias to destroy us. As of today, we have already done a lot of work.
Genève, son groupe armé qui a été créé.
There was G9 and G people. G9 is a group which I created.
G-Peuple, c'est un groupe politicien qui a été créé en face Genève parce que Genève a refusé de travailler pour eux.
G people is another group which was created by the politicians because the group, namely G9, refused to work for them.
José a nous arrivé, je nous entends à M. G-Peuple, nous pouvons seuls, c'est ça qui va vivre ensemble.
Today, we, G9, happen to unite with G people, and this resulted into a new group, namely Vivre Ensemble.
Ça vient faire politique au grand problème parce que pas de contrôle Vivre Ensemble.
This creates a lot of problem for the politicians.
Ils vont essayer de prendre tout ça, l'autre pouvoir vérité pour nous faire, pour mettre sous l'eau nous toutes, pour faire nous toutes son seul.
Now they merge all the crimes which were committed by the other groups. They bring it to us as the one who did it.
C'est juste parce que le discréditer nous.
This is a way in order to destroy us.
Pour faire monde pas croire dans nous.
To have people not to believe in us.
Sans yo pas jamais faire monde connaître que c'est yo débat monsieur au Samsa et yo te pour faire faire kidnapper et yo te pour faire faire cadéjak.
Without letting anyone to know that they are the one who used to arm those people, who used to ask them to commit those crimes.
Je sais à nous-mêmes, et ça fait dans des points on positif avec eux.
Today we are trying to put them on a positive way.
Après nous personnellement, pour nous suspendre et nous mettre avec nous qui semblent nous.
Educate them not to fight against those who look like us.
Histoire sans vous expliquer là, à chaque jour m'expliquer l'histoire Nelson Mandela, l'histoire Malcolm X.
This history which you have told us, which I have telling them the history like about Nelson Mandela and others.
Parce que pour monde qui est dans la main qui pas formation pour lui.
Someone who has a weapon and that person does not have education regarding this weapon.
Ils sont menacés pour technique pour société.
That may be a threat against him or her and against the society.
C'est ça politicien avec oligarque en Haïti au monnaie.
That's what the oligarchs and the politicians in Haiti know.
Qui fait yon pas jamais créer l'école, yon pas jamais éduquer moun qui dans quartier populaire.
That's why they do not educate, build schools to help those living in the popular neighborhood.
Son façon pour yon ka utiliser ou les besoin.
This is a way so that they can use them whenever they want.
So ça n'a pas essayé de changer ça, mais pas facile.
Today we are trying to bring a change, but it's not easy.
Parce que en plus de monsieur qui est jamais pas l'éducation.
Because most of those people who are weapons holders are not educated.
Mais et avec leader ou avec chef yo, nous plus souvent des plus bonnes relations et que pour faire parler avec soldats yo.
But because of the leaders, we have a better relationship. We have them talk to their soldiers
pour protéger la population civile là.
In order to protect the civil population.
Mais parfois, on a des erreurs qui toujours arrivent.
But sometimes mistakes happen.
Mais nous pensons que nous sommes bons.
But we think we are on a good way.
Parce qu'en plus, ils ont commencé à prendre conscience.
Because most of them start having consciousness.
Kidnapping n'a diminué considérablement en Haïti.
The kidnapping decreased considerably in Haiti.
C'est pas ni force Kenya, ni la police, ni le gouvernement qui fait ça.
It is not the Kenyan troops nor the government who do it.
C'est des résultats de travail, dialogue nous en est qui commence à modifier.
The result of our work, dialogue with those guys who start this process.
Dans l'histoire, nous connaissons les Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
In our history, we do know that they used to call Jean-Jacques Dessalines a gang.
Et ils connaissent les sanguinaires criminels assassins.
They used to call him a bad person, criminal, assassinator.
C'est comme ça, au long, oppresseur, au long de choisir comme un.
This is how the occupiers, they call you. This is how they call you.
Et Josias, ça va déranger nous. Josias, ça va déranger nous, non, ça.
Today, this is not a problem to give us those nicknames.
Ça qui est important pour nous, c'est pour nous vivre en position la vie pour les Haïtiens.
What is important for us is to fight for the Haitian people to have a better living condition.
Et dans nos ancêtres, nous avons privé côté de mission.
And in the name of our ancestors, we will reach where we are heading to.
Moi, j'espère que nous devons une question, mais s'il va satisfaire nos 14 poser d'autres questions.
I hope that I answer your question, but if you are not satisfied, you could still ask other questions.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate your answer.
Merci, Commander. Moi, apprécie réponse.
My second question, we are aware that you have repeatedly called for dialogue.
Deuxième question, non? Nous au courant que souvent on a demandé pour un dialogue.
Would it be fair to say that although your primary objective is defending the sovereignty and dignity of the Haitian people,
est-ce que c'est normal quoi que on a fait force à eux pour capable de défendre peuple, défendre la souveraineté peuple?
That it is your position to call for peace and reconciliation in order to spare the bloodshed.
C'est la position, est-ce qu'elle pas normal? Can you repeat the last one for us, please?
Yes, first, can Weilerville please mute your phone? Thank you. The question is it fair to say that your objective is to call for peace and reconciliation in order to save lives and spare bloodshed?
Est-ce que c'est normal pour nous dire que dans l'objectif que vous faites appel avec une négociation pour capable sauver la vie peuple?
Merci pour la question.
Thank you for the question.
Je tiens à la pays, nous-mêmes, nous avons essayé d'éviter une guerre civile là-dedans.
Today, in the country, we are trying to avoid a civil war in it.
Nous finissons par comprendre que l'Occident, États-Unis, Canada, la France, sont guerres civiles à chercher dans le pays.
We understand that the West, USA, France and Canada are seeking a civil war in the country.
Ils ont cherché guerre civile là, ils ont caché le prétexte et que pour directement occuper Haïti.
They are seeking this civil war as a pretext for them to directly intervene in Haiti.
Je dis, ils ont passé par force Kenya, ils ont passé par force police nationale, mais au fond, ce n'est pas objectif ça.
Today, they are using the international force, the Kenyan troops, but deeply, this is not their objective.
Ils ont montré le monde parce que le monde a gardé dans le dossier haïtien.
They are kind of ashamed because the international community has an eye open on them.
Ils ont voulu faire la vie, quoi.
They don't want to do that openly.
Mais ils ont utilisé les médias locaux.
But they are using the local medias.
Ils ont utilisé les médias internationaux.
The international medias.
Faire voir que le problème qui y a en Haïti, c'est un problème gang.
To make people believe that the problem in Haiti is a gang problem.
Et ils ont essayé de soulever une partie de la population contre M. Guillaume.
And they are trying to turn some of the population against those weapons holders.
Yo fin avec série de mouvements que vous baptisez Wakale.
They use a movement, namely Wakale.
Yo les moun sa yo groupe autodéfense.
They call those people auto-defense safe group.
Mais au fond, pas de groupe autodéfense.
But deeply, there isn't any defensive, self-defensive group. Anyone who came from the popular neighborhood, they kill you.
On a moun qui dans quartier populaire qui vont côté, il y a patients sur à bout, il y a obligé prendre manchette, il y a prendre arme pour prendre la retour.
This will cause those living in the popular neighborhood will reach a time where they will become patienceless and they will take up weapons.
Et ça n'a pas commencé à arriver spécialement dans la Tibonique là.
And what we are saying is happening now in the Department of Artibonite.
Sous prétexte que un groupe autodéfense dans la Tibonique.
Under the pretext of a group namely self-defensive in Artibonite.
Ils ont appelé des tuer monde dans l'autre localité.
They keep killing people in another area.
Ça veut que soit l'autre localité a attaqué sauvagement.
Wednesday night, the other area attacked them brutally.
Il y a plus passé 20 personnes qui mourent et il y a plus de centaine qui blessés.
More than 20 people die and more than 100 get injured.
Nous-mêmes, comme qui a avisé, nous-mêmes, comme qui aime le pays, ça.
We, as people of awareness, as people who love this country,
nous prenons exemple dans plusieurs pays d'Afrique qui ont le même problème avec nous.
we use examples from several African countries where people have the same kind of problem with us.
Nous avons cité Rwanda,
We can name Rwanda,
Liberia,
Liberia,
Burundi.
Burundi.
Je dis à vous faire chemin de réconciliation et pays à vivre en paix.
Today they take the way of reconciliation, and for that their countries are in peace.
Seul ça qui a retiré Haïti dans ce là pour que le monde va mourir pour pas une guerre civile, c'est le dialogue.
What can save Haiti from what it is to prevent a lot of people getting killed is reconciliation.
C'est le dialogue pour nous faire.
Is that dialogue.
Avant même que force multinationale la devine,
before the arrival of the international force, I have never stopped telling people this problem which we have can be stopped, can be solved by Haitians.
Mais comme politicien nous avec oligarque nous c'est pour Américains, États-Unis, Canada et travail.
But as you know, our politicians and the oligarchs, they are working for the US and Canada. They never listen to us in order to take the way of God. And I can understand that they will never listen to us. The reason why it is the American planes that is being executed. Their plan is to let Haiti go deep into a chaos of insecurity.
Le monde entier a nécessité et que pour qu'on force militaire qui entre en Haïti.
So that the whole world will see the necessity to approve for foreign troops to enter Haiti. I have said that and I will continue saying that. No foreign troops can solve the Haitian problem. The Haitian problem is not only with those armed groups, with the gangs. It is a social problem. It is an economic problem. It is a political problem. We have to have leaders with character to solve this problem. How can you understand that only 5% of people controlling the wealth of 95% of people in the country? Those people do not create not even one hospital as a reference for the country. When they get sick, they board on a helicopter to go to Dominican Republic and US for treatment. Lately, in an operation with the police national and the foreign troops, a Kenyan troops received a bullet and a Haitian police officer received the bullet.
Yo couru pour soldat Kenya, yo mené li dans l'hôpital en République Dominicaine, yo voyé soldat haïtien dans l'hôpital. Non mauvais soldat haïtien.
They quickly took the Kenyan troops to Dominican Republic for treatment, and they sent the Haitian police officer far in the countryside, and now he is dead.
Tout ça, c'est discrimination.
All of this is discrimination.
C'est pour ça que nous avons pour nous entrer dans le dialogue pour nous poser un vrai problème.
This is why we are fighting to enter a true dialogue to solve the real problem.
Problème social, problème politique, problème économique.
Social, economic,
Commander,
and problem.
let me interrupt because I have one final important question for you.
Je vais intervenir parce que moi j'ai une question finale et importante.
It has two parts.
Il y a deux parties.
The first part is, has any African security forces offered to provide training for your militia?
Est-ce que gagné n'importe dans force sécurité africaine qui offre un traitement pour soldats?
And the second part of the question,
deuxième partie question, c'est,
would you say that now is a good moment for a Pan-African Ubuntu peace delegation?
Est-ce qu'on t'a dit c'est un bon moment pour le mouvement panafricain Ubuntu, délégation de paix?
A delegation led by Julius Malema,
une délégation qui est dirigée par Julien Moneba,
PLO Lumumba, Her Excellency Erikana Chipomori Kwao,
Son Excellence Erikana,
yes,
Erikana,
the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, Minister Tambela,
Premier Ministre Burkina Faso, Bekabera,
and Dr. Uwa Abantuum. Do you think such a delegation coming as conciliators could help bring about the reconciliation you speak of?
Est-ce que vous pensez délégation ça est capable de présenter pour capable apporter une réconciliation?
Pour première question,
for the first question,
à savoir que si force africaine offre nous global information
regarding if the African forces could train us,
nous n'avons aucun contact avec eux.
We do not have any contact with them.
So, les revenus est toujours dans le cadre de travail, nous-mêmes nous toujours dans le cadre commun pour nous défendre et dignité nous avec territoire.
When they come, they always attach to the work. We always attach to our work, defending our territory.
Avec dignité nous.
And our dignity.
Et pour deuxième question,
for the second question,
tout le monde qui a contribué pour nous donner une solution pacifique pour éviter plus pour mourir.
Anyone who can contribute to have a pacific resolution to prevent people from getting killed.
Nous-mêmes nous prêts pour nous travailler et collaborer avec nous.
We are ready to work and collaborate with them.
Mais dans honneur à dignité.
But in the honor and dignity.
Dans intérêt peuple haïtien.
In the interests of the Haitian people.
Dans n'importe négociation à entrer.
Any dialogue which we enter.
Depuis dignité nous pas respecter, depuis intérêt pays d'Haïti pas respecter.
Since our dignity is not respected, since the interest of Haiti is not respected,
nous pas rentrer là-dedans.
We will not engage in.
Je dis à l'objectif nous clair.
Today, our objective is clear.
Faut que richesse pays à partager avec les petits pays.
The wealth of the country must be shared with the children of the country.
C'est ça, Papa Nation Jean-Jacques Dessalines dit.
That's what the father of the nation, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, said.
Richesse Haïti, c'est pour petit Haïti et Haïti.
The Haiti's wealth belongs to the children of Haiti.
Exemple dans la Constitution, nous, même Constitution 1850.
For example, in our constitutions of 1805,
les interdits que pour étrangers qui étaient dans le pays d'Haïti.
It is prevented for a foreigner to be a property owner in Haiti.
La famille Clinton achetait en Haïti.
So the Clinton family happened to buy land in Haiti.
Et actuellement, le ministre là, c'est avec la famille Clinton qu'elle a travaillé.
And this present prime minister is working for the Clinton family.
Et ça fait nous-mêmes, il faut qu'on prudence travailler dans les négociations.
This is why we need to be careful if we have to engage in a dialogue, negotiation.
Pour nous assurer que l'intérêt nous avec l'intérêt pays d'Haïti passé avant.
We have to ensure that our interests and the interests of Haiti prevail.
Seul dialogue qui a résoudre ça qui Haïti.
Only dialogue can solve what
plus on utilise des forces violentes avec nous.
More they are using force to use violation against us.
C'est plus nous-mêmes la plus violente.
The more we will be more violent.
Dialogue, c'est ça nous-mêmes qu'on voulait pour retirer Haïti côté bien.
We want dialogue to take Haiti from where it is now.
Moi, j'espère que vous avez une bonne question.
I hope that I answer your question.
Yes, you did. And
On
behalf of the Republic of New Africa,
Nano République Nouveau-Afrique,
we respect the sovereignty and dignity of the Haitian people.
Nous respectons dignité et souveraineté peuple haïtien.
And we will use our Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diplomatic Office
Et nous partons avec un ministère des Affaires étrangères et office diplomatique
to pass your message to other Pan-African forces.
Une façon pour passer message à l'autre force panafricaine.
In the Creole of Guinea-Bissau, no stadjut, we are together.
Dans Créole, Belize, Gao, nous sommes tous nous ensemble.
Thank you.
Merci.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so next up we'll alternate between men and women or who's ever in line. We'll have Sister Truth Bay come on. You can unmute your mic, please, and ask your question to the General. Thank you. Sister Truth Bay.
Sister Bay, pose question. En général.
Sister Truth Bay.
Oui, bonjour.
Yes.
Bonjour, Jémy. Nous remercions en pile pour le moment ça.
Yes. Un moment. Parlez avec Paul pour nous interpréter pour vous. Good morning, General. Continue.
Oui. Ok. Son nom, en fait, moi,
Pourquoi pas continuer? You may continue.
Sister True Faith.
Same excuse. I'm traveling, so I'm so sorry. Oui, so bien content vous parler la vérité. Moi-même, moi c'est un politique analyste aux États-Unis.
Comme bien passé message, essayez par lire par phrase ou par deux phrases. Et puis vous capable de continuer encore. Ainsi de suite.
D'accord. OK. Moi-même, moi c'est un analyste politique aux États-Unis.
I am a political analyst in the US.
Et c'est là qu'on a écrit la loi pour Haïti. Et premier bagage nous te dit.
And it is there we are writing principle laws for Haiti. The first thing we said.
C'est avant Ariel Henry d'aller.
Before the people of Ariel Henry.
Pour faire pour CARICOM, faire parler avec nous-mêmes. Spécialement.
Come has a conversation with you.
Et puis là, moi, je pas fait ça.
When I see they did not do that,
que yo gen intérêt pa yo,
they have their own interests.
Bien content moi aujourd'hui parce que c'est ou même te dit pour changer Haïti.
I am happy to listen to you today because you said that you need to change Haiti.
Oui, so question gain c'est est-ce que vous connaissez ça va faire avec Gilbert Vision qui est dans Haïti avec l'autre intérêt pour voir continuer à abuser versus Haïti?
My question for you is that do you know that what you and your soldiers are doing in Haiti can continue using?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Merci. Thank you. Bye-bye. Merci pour question.
Thank you for the question.
Premièrement, comme en Haïti, sont liés pour nous même haïtiens comme peuple.
First of all, the presence of CARICOM in Haiti is the shame for us as a people.
États-Unis, Canada, la France a publié nous pour 18 ans.
The US, Canada, and France are humiliating us because of 1804.
Juste parce que ils n'ont pas jamais digéré l'indépendance du 1er janvier 1804.
Just because they never agreed for the independence which we took in 1804.
Parce que pas qu'à comprendre comment pour paquet 6 pays qui est indépendant avant là.
Because I cannot understand for a bunch of small countries who have conventional independence just lately.
C'est des pays qui sont contre Angleterre et États-Unis.
A lot of small countries that is under Britain and US up to now.
Et c'est ça qui fait nous comprendre le plan américain bien pour Haïti.
This makes us understand the US plan for Haiti. Today we say, even if we lose our lives,
nous camper en face plan américain, français, canadien pour mettre Haïti en bas occupation.
We are standing against the plan of US, France, and Canada to put Haiti under occupation.
Et ça, nous connaissons bien qu'Haïti a assez de ressources pour développer tête libre.
I do know that Haiti has enough natural resources to develop itself.
C'est vrai, nous n'avons pas de technologie pour nous exploiter les richesses.
Yes, we do not have technology to use those natural resources.
Mais nous n'avons pas de problème, si on va exploiter les, mais il faut que nous développons Haïti là-dedans.
We do not have any problem if someone wants to use them, but we have to see the development of Haiti in it.
Parce que les ressources sont pour nous.
Because those natural resources belongs to us.
La France veut nous plus passer $40 milliards.
France owe us more than $40 trillion.
États-Unis entré en 1915, les volets tout l'or nous te dans la banque centrale, les volets tout corps nous te dans la banque centrale.
The US invaded us in 1905 and stole all the gold reserve which we have in the bank.
Social y a propose bien fait yo fait programme humanitaire et que y a fait Haïti entre États-Unis, yo propose bien fait nous y a pas nous c'est des aides sans respect.
Today they pretend to be compassionate, pretend to give us visa, humanitarian assistance.
Peuple là juste faut qu'on prenne conscience.
The people just does not have consciousness yet.
Et ça que social nous utiliser les réseaux sociaux pour nous parler en pile avec peuple là.
This is why today we are using the social media to talk to the people.
Nous avons un message clair pour tout pouvoir dans le pays.
We have a clear message for all the armed groups in Haiti.
Suspend fait violence sur population civile.
Stop making violence against the civil population.
Et le jour peuple ça prend conscience, le jour peuple ça rejoindre nous.
The day these people get consciousness, join us.
Pendant nous même qui des armes dans pour ma force étrangère,
while we who have weapons fighting against the foreign forces,
peuple a pris direction ambassade.
The people will direct themselves to the embassy.
Et n'a forcé au faire un génocide sur le peuple haïtien. N'a forcé au tuer nous 12 millions haïtiens.
And we are forcing them for a genocide against the Haitian people to kill millions of Haitians.
Ce soir, on va le dialogue.
Either they take the path of dialogue,
pour nous poser problème pays,
to sit, to lay the country problem.
Pays a pas de problème gang, pays a pas de problème sam seulement.
The country does not have gang and weapons problem only.
We have problem social.
We have social problem.
Comment nous peuple qui est monde qui connaît qu'à faire 3 jours sans pas manger, sans pas goûter rien même.
How can you understand for a people spending 3 days without eating?
Est-ce que nous comprenons que le peuple a donné de côté à portion?
Do you understand for a people who are sleeping at the same location as pig?
Un peuple qui pas de l'eau pour boire.
Or people who does not have water to drink.
Un peuple qui pas de l'hôpital.
Or people who does not have any hospital.
Un peuple qui pas de accès à l'éducation.
Or people whose children do not have any access of education.
Un peuple qui pas de l'État qui a sécurité.
Or people who does not have any government that provides security for them.
Comment nous faire les peuples ça bandits? Comment nous faire les gangs les ça?
How can you call a people like this gang when that people take weapons?
Et c'est nous-mêmes qui contribuons dans le peuple à côté de là.
While we are the one who contribute to put the people where it is now.
États-Unis contribuent dans le Haïti côté de là.
The US contributes to put Haiti where it is now.
La France Canada contribue dans le Haïti côté de là.
So do France and Canada.
Nous avons plus passé 30 ans, nous avons plus passé 30 ans dans le pays.
More than 30 years in the country.
C'est les États-Unis, Canada, la France qui choisit qui est le président, qui est le sénateur, qui est le député.
US, France and Canada has for 30 years has been selecting who will be president, who will be Senate and deputy. When the result of an election is given and that is not in the favor, they choose who to put at the electoral process. As example, they did that for Joseph Michel Mateli. Today, they pretend having sanctioned against Mateli. This political of treason should be stopped in Haiti. They put us in problem, and after they pretend that they are solving the problem for us. I think the time is reached for Haitian awakening. We are fighting to get their act off the way. In the name of Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Haiti will be liberated. That's true.
Thank you. Thank you.
Merci. Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Okay, next up we have Brother Jamal Adejo from Brazil. Brother Jamal, would you like to speak with the general? Please unmute your mic. Brother Jamal Adejo, Brazil. Okay, next up we have Brother Lukman, Jami Lukman.
Free to land, Comrade General Barbecue. This is Brother Jami Lukman.
Frère Général Barbecue, ça c'est frère Lukman.
I am a conscious citizen of the provisional government of the Republic of New Africa.
Moi, c'est un citoyen République Nouveau-Afrique.
I commend you and honor you for your courage, your dignity, and your willing to sacrifice for self-determination for the Haitian people.
Moi, commandé, moi, honoré, pour courage, pour détermination, pour défendre le peuple haïtien.
We, Black Americans or New Africans in the U.S., are fighting a similar struggle for self-determination.
Nous-mêmes, Black Americans, nous passons dans la même situation concernant détermination.
We support your struggle for self-determination in Haiti, and we see you as our brothers and sisters in struggle.
Pour porter détermination dans le trouble que vous y en Haïti, et nous supportons et nous reconnaîtrons en tant que frères.
We understand that the media is trying to demonize and dehumanize you and your soldier.
Can you go a little bit slower? We understand that the media is demonizing you.
And your soldiers.
Et nous comprenons que les médias ont démonisé ou même soldats.
So that the world will accept you being killed and your brothers and sisters in struggle being slaughtered.
Il y a une façon que pour le monde là, capable d'intervenir, pour tuer, même soldats, pour capable envahir.
But we know that you are fighting a legitimate movement or struggle for self-determination and national liberation against imperialism from the three-headed dragons, the U.S., France, and Canada.
Mais nous connaissons détermination que votre bataille pour libérer le pouvoir en bas trois draps comme ça qui c'est les États-Unis, Canada et la France.
You have acknowledged that they have interfered in Haiti for 30 years or more.
connaissance qu'ils ont intervenu en Haïti pendant 30 ans.
In intrudes, corruption, and even in the creating of gangs that have caused a lot of violence and harm, and they put all the blame on you.
Créer un pile gang cap simaye violence.
And instead of accepting the blame for all this criminality and violence in Haiti, they want to put it on you and the gangs they created.
Pas accepter tout crime, violence au fait en Haïti, yo mette tout zak sa yo sous dos ak soldat.
And since you are calling for dialogue and peace and an immediate ceasefire,
Et depuis que vous demandez dialogue avec la paix, et puis pour qu'il y ait un cessez-le-feu immédiat,
to get around this interference, do you think that it is appropriate for a general amnesty going back at least 20 years before the interference for all the citizens in Haiti, except those, a general amnesty?
Il n'y a pas approprié pour yon ta lancé yon général amnistie pour ta faire back en arrière jusqu'à 20 ans de cela, remonter.
Going back at least 25 years to the year 2000.
Pour ta faire back jusqu'à 25 ans, exemple de l'année 2000.
Only exempting those from protection or amnesty who were involved in the assassination, the conspiracy. The assassination, the plot, the murder of President Jovenel Moïse.
Na assassin, complot, crime qui te fait contre président Jovenel Moïse.
That is the question. Do we agree to that, a general amnesty, except for those involved in the assassination of President Moïse? For back to 2000.
Mes questions en résumé, est-ce qu'on accepte l'amnistie pour ta commencer à partir de 20 ans de cela, à l'exception de Mounsayo qui t'est participé dans l'assassinat du président Jovenel?
Merci un peu pour la question.
Thank you a lot for the question.
Et il montre que vous avez bonne connaissance de ce qui a passé en Haïti.
You prove that you have a good knowledge on what is happening in Haiti.
Nous-mêmes, nous ne pouvons pas parler d'amnistie, nous avons parlé.
We, when we are talking, we do not like to mention the word amnesty.
Parce que nous voulons justice sociale pour tout le monde.
Because we want social justice for everyone.
Et nous voulons justice pour tout le monde.
And we want justice for everyone.
Je connais très bien et que tout crime que sous le on connaît très bien c'est menti.
They know very well the crimes they put on my back are not true or lie.
À plusieurs reprises, je suis parlé avec l'ambassade américaine.
On several occasions, I had the chance to talk to the U.S. Embassy. I always explain to them that I never partook in the masculine of La Saline. They have an agenda for Haiti. I am not part of that agenda. I have a speech that disturbed them. Who am I to ask water for everyone? Who am I to request for free primary school for every children? Who am I to ask for hospitals? Who am I to ask for good housing for people who live? In the following weeks, In the following weeks, I will start with some videos to show in what condition people living in the area of Cité Soleil. To show you how people are living in La Saline, where they said I carried masculine. I want the whole world to understand. The word of amnesty is very fragile. Each time we talk about amnesty, they use the politicians and the corrupted oligarch to say that I am requesting for amnesty because I know that I am guilty. I would rather confront them at a tribunal of law, a court of law. Not the courts that have the corrupted judges. An independent court, neutral. For the truth to be spread for whatever they have suffered. But me, as someone who loves Haiti a lot, anything that can bring a solution, political, social, and economic, I am ready to engage in.
Okay.
And I will see my interest after that.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask him, do he agree that a ceasefire for Haiti is appropriate like it is and should be called like they're calling for a ceasefire in Palestine?
Est-ce que vous êtes d'accord? Alors, dit merci. Est-ce que vous êtes d'accord que yon cessez-le-feu en Haïti a même mission avec yon cessez-le-feu qui a parlé dans le pays Palestine? Can you repeat the question?
Just like they are calling for a ceasefire in Palestine between Israel and Hamas, do you agree that a ceasefire in Haiti between your group and the police and the transitional government should be called for right now? A ceasefire.
Même gens que y a demandé un cessez-le-feu entre Palestine et Israël, est-ce que vous d'accord ou même en Haïti pour un cessez-le-feu en tout même avec pouvoir et aussi gouvernement et pouvoir transitionnel là?
Merci un peu pour la question.
Thank you a lot for the question.
Et j'aimerais dire tout à l'heure.
As I said lately,
Haïti, c'est lui-même qui est important pour moi.
Haiti is what is important for me.
Si c'est le feu là, si c'est le dialogue là, qui a pour Haïti, il est lui-même fait.
If the ceasefire, the dialogue will be good for Haiti, that's what I want.
Mais si c'est pour nous libérer Haïti, nous jusqu'à ce que nous nous libérer.
But if we have to fight to death to liberate Haiti, we will do that.
Si je suis capable de poser une question, parce que je me demande une et je n'ai pas demandé, s'il vous plaît. Je suis une question parce que je suis tout le monde.
Ask a question, please.
Oui, so, pour qui ça va rassembler Mamio, Genève Mamio, pour déchouquer Gilbert Bégio? Parce que c'est lui-même qui a chita dans Haïti avec tout pouvoir à acheter.
Capella. Why don't you gather all your armies in order to get rid of Gilbert Bégio? Continue.
Okay, merci pour la question.
Okay, one moment, please. Who was that person speaking?
Yes, sir. That's Dr. Truthbay.
Okay, Truthbay, can you hold tight for a second? Let General Lukman finish his question with Brother Barbecue. Thank you.
Lima de Boudamna, t'as fait un petit concentré tout petit pour que Général Barbecue débatte avec question qui te pose là.
Ok, je vais définir pour une question que tu poses avant.
Oui, c'est fini, oui. I thought that I have already answered that question.
Peut-être pour mon bagage qui t'est échappé.
Maybe I may miss something.
J'aimerais parler des médias corrompus parce que je pose mon question sur les médias.
I forget talking about the corrupted medias.
Et c'est oligarques qui corrompent, oligarques avec l'État qui contrôle les médias.
It is the oligarchs and the government who control the media.
C'est oligarques et l'État qui va toute gros publicité qui va mettre à fonctionner.
C'est the oligarchs and the government who give them a way of talking in order for them to function.
Pour ça, l'État avec l'oligarque c'est lui aussi.
Whatever the government and the oligarch want them to say, that's what they say.
Par exemple, en Haïti, aussi, on va parler dans les médias.
For example, in Haiti, they tell you they do not allow games talks on medias.
So, façon pour peuple là-bas, pour la vérité.
This is a way to prevent the people from knowing the truth.
Si ça va déranger, nous m'appelons une question, madame, dans ce procès.
Now, if that will not disturb you, let me answer the lady's question.
Concernant Gilbert Bidjo.
Regarding Gilbert Bidjo.
Son juif qui c'est haïtien qui pige, bien qu'il pas haïtien, mais il dit son haïtien et aussi des pige.
He is a Jew. They say he is a Haitian, and they say he is the most rich person.
Mais ils sont juifs.
But he is a Jew.
Et pas seulement Gilbert Bidjo seulement.
Not only Gilbert Bidjo.
Et Sheriff Abdallah.
Sheriff Abdallah also.
Exactement.
Que Dimitri Bob qui investit comme pour tuer Jovenel Moïse.
There is Dimitri Bob who invests money in order to kill Jovenel Moïse.
Que Reginald Boulos qui non seulement compte vendre ça et qui investit comme pour tuer Jovenel Moïse.
Reginald Boulos not only sell weapons, but he invested money to kill Jovenel Moïse.
Et c'est 6% de ça qui contrôle 95% de richesse pays.
Those 5% of people control.
Question là c'est pour qui ça va rassembler. Question là c'est pour ça va rassembler des groupes pour marcher pour eux.
The question regarding why don't I gather my people?
Et ça comme question sont belles questions.
To get rid of them. This is a beautiful question. One of those mulators, one of those oligarchs said, we will provoke those Negroes to fight one against each other. And those who went to school, the educated ones, they are a bunch of servants. We have them say whatever we want in the media. Today, reason why we did not reach to those people yet.
Et puis, ils ont utilisé politiciens à médias pour détruire nous.
What the mulator said is true. They have the black people fighting against black people so that they could find a way.
Parce que c'est pour la première fois que oligarques ont été ébranlés dans le pays.
I think this was the first time those oligarchs were frightened in the country.
Les nous fermer aéroport, nous fermer arriver dans le dehors, et yo même yo te geta prendre hélicoptère pour quitter le pays.
The time when we blocked the airport to stop Ariel Henry returning from overseas, and those oligarchs were about to take the helicopter to flee the country.
Rapidement, ils ont investi en pile comme le pays.
They immediately invested a lot of money in the country.
Dans les médias, ils ont fait diffamation sur nous.
To the medias, to talk against us, to bring lies against us.
Décourager le peuple pour rejoindre nous dans ça.
To prevent the people from joining us into this fight.
Parce que dans le moment si le peuple a rejoindre nous, tout le bagage était fini.
Because at that time, if the people decided to join us, everything would be over.
Rapidement, ils font bataille mentale dans les médias sur le peuple.
Immediately, they carried a mental fight through the medias against the people.
Ils ont utilisé une équipe mercenaire dans la police, policiers qui étaient révoqués pour drogue, policiers qui étaient révoqués pour kidnapping.
They used a team of mercenaries, police officers who got fired because of drug for kidnapping. They fixed this team to fight against us.
Mais songez, moyens économiques sont vraiment limités.
But remember, our economical means is very limited.
Et nous devons vraiment affaiblir, faire pas tout arriver pour nous ça.
And we were weak. That's why we did not.
Et nous apprenons de leçons ça.
And we have learned from this lesson.
La prochaine fois, nous apprenons tout pour nous allouer, nous avons commencé.
The next time we will know who to consult when we will start again.
Parce que tout autant nous va arriver sur nous, ça aussi.
Because if we do not reach to those people whom you are mentioning,
Haiti va jamais sortir dans sa vie.
Haiti will never get out of what it is.
Tout oligarque ça.
All of those oligarchs.
Ils ont passeport français, passeport américain, passeport canadien.
They have French, Canadian, and US passports.
C'est les États-Unis, Canada qui derrière.
US, Canada are behind them.
Et ça que les États-Unis sont si montent la regarder, les Canada sont si montent la regarder, la France sont si montent la regarder, ils ont trop l'aide. Ils fait comme si on fait sanction contre nous.
This is why when the US, France, and Canada feels that eyes of the world are staring at them, they pretend to bring sanction against those people.
Haïti pas qu'à délivrer si nous pas nous mettre contre nous ça, si nous pas éliminer nous ça.
If we do not fight, if we do not eliminate those people, we will not.
Faut nous éliminer nous ça à tout les staff avec eux qui dans les médias, qui dans la classe politique corrompue.
We have to eliminate them all along with those corrupted on the media, on the politic, together with them. Believe me, if you want. I am planning, and I will take those people.
Nous juste besoin de peuple, nous juste besoin de groupe armé, pas faire violence sur peuple pour peuple à rejoindre.
We just want the armed groups not to harm the people in order to make the people to join us.
Merci un peu pour la question.
Thank you a lot for the question. Merci pour la réponse. Thank you for the
Merci. Okay. My name. Hold on, sir. We're going down the line. Have your hand up, and we'll.
This is Brother Tommy Lukman.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Brother Lukman. Just make this quickly because we got folks lined up with their hands up. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm trying to make it quick. So, Comrade General.
Camarade.
We have understood your questions and answers so far. That to be consistent with the plan that we presented to you, called the Ubuntu Compassionate Relief Plan to Restore and Safeguard Haiti. In first, that your call for dialogue and not wanting to fight your brothers in Haiti are continuing. As a to be Ubuntu.
C'est comme si c'était un comportement Ubuntu.
We see that you are open to help from Africa.
Nous voyons que vous ouvert pour aide sortant de l'Afrique.
Including the peace delegation, the Ubuntu peace delegation, eminent leaders.
I do not hear you very well.
We see that you are open to help from Africa.
Moi, ouais que vous ouvert pour recevoir aide sortie de l'Afrique.
Including an Ubuntu Peace and Reconciliation delegation team of Pan-African leaders.
Compassionate délégation Ubuntu.
We also see
nous voyons aussi
that you are open to cooperate to support a ceasefire that is done right.
Que vous êtes d'accord pour coopérer et pour supporter un plan de cessez-le-feu que soit fait assez bien.
In that line, we only have two major points or questions for you.
Dans cas ça, nous avons deux majeurs points ou bien deux majeures questions pour.
And that is concerning
ça concerne
the Transitional Presidential Council being expanded to have provide seats at the table for your Viva Hassan group and any other groups removed from the table, such as represented by Guy Felipe and others who were excluded unfairly.
Sir, can you repeat that last one for me, please?
That you are the question about expanding the Transitional Council
concernant le prolongement conseil transitionnel.
Council to include giving you and Bibi Hassan and other groups excluded from the table fair representation in deciding the future of Haiti.
Ta présence sous table.
We also question concerning the authority of Ariel Henry.
Nous quelques questions sur l'autorité de Ariel Henry.
To be authorized to sign for the Kenyan troops or the Presidential Council because of his.
Pour autoriser troupes kenyans.
Because he was not authorized as Jovenel Moïse.
Parce que les paquets même pouvoir avec Jovenel Moïse, les paquets autorité ça.
Was not duly elected.
Les paquets qui étaient élus.
Overstayed his term in office.
Les dépassé limite dans l'office.
And did not sign off on Aaron Henry's appointment as Prime Minister.
Et il pas signé pour Ariel Henry en tant que Premier ministre.
Ariel Henry, c'est ton esclave, c'est salon et ton esclave domestique.
Ariel Henry was a domestic housekeeping slave.
Ariel Henry, c'est resté avec États-Unis, Canada, la France.
Ariel Henry is the servant of US Canada.
Et États-Unis pas voulu qu'aider Ariel Henry.
And not to keep outside.
C'est là où réalité est obligé qu'aider Ariel Henry.
Pardon me, whoever's ever talking, can you please mute your mic? Can you please mute your mic, please?
Okay.
Yeah, you want to pull up a mechanism. Open any power.
Yeah, moi c'est que en États-Unis, c'est le dernier moment où on a dit que nous t'es déterminé à Ariel par exemple cartonner dans le pays.
The US came to find out at the last time, because of our determination, that Ariel Henry could not come back to the country.
Je dis à nous-mêmes, tout le monde qui a participé dans le président Jovenel, tout le monde qui a participé dans la mort président Jovenel Moïse.
Anyone who partake in the death and assassination of the President Jovenel Moïse,
nous-mêmes, nous avons des problèmes avec eux.
They have an affair with us.
Et Ariel Henry était ébloui.
So there's Ariel Henry.
Et il y a l'autre toujours que nous avons des problèmes avec eux.
And there are others whom we have affair with.
Pas bon président qui a mourir en Haïti et que pour les États-Unis, pas ton courant.
No president could be assassinated in Haiti for the US not to be aware in advance.
Son complot États-Unis, oligarchie avec classe politique là, qui assassine le président Jovenel Moïse.
The plot was made by the US, the oligarchs, the corrupted politicians to assassinate President Jovenel Moïse.
Même Jean Ariel Henry.
So is Ariel Henry.
Car Coney sont l'autre esclave domestique.
Gary Coney is another domestic slave as well. This is why today the fight is big.
Nous devons commettre contre ni l'Occident et nous devons commettre ni contre propre monde qui soit dirigeant.
We have to fight against the West, and we have to fight against those leading us, so-called leaders.
Okay, so we see that his statements right there about those involved in the plot to kill Jovenel Moïse.
Nous voilà de monde sa yo ki ou pale qui est impliqué dans le complot de tuer Jovenel Moïse.
In his other statement about the general amnesty,
Et sous l'autre déclaration concernant l'amnistie générale là,
means that he is open to general amnesty except for those who killed or involved in the plot to assassinate Jovenel Moïse.
Nous sommes ouverts à amnistie, excepté moun sa yo qui était impliqué pour assassiner le président Jovenel Moïse. As I said lately, anything that will be good for Haiti, I will surrender to it. Jovenel Moïse have to find justice.
Jovenel Moïse, c'est un bon président.
Jovenel Moïse was a good president.
Ils ont utilisé l'organisation de l'amour, ils ont utilisé les médias locaux et internationaux pour détruire le caractère.
They have used the human rights, the local and international medias to destroy his character.
Okay, my last.
Today, I am suffering from the same thing. If amnesty will bring peace for Haiti, we are ready to engage this. If we have to go to justice in order to give peace to Haiti, we are ready to engage in this way. If we have to take up weapons to fight to liberate Haiti, we will continue taking with arms in our hands, dying by liberating Haiti. Haiti is first, and our interest comes after.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Brother Luke. If you can hold your question till later on, we have quite a few people in the queue right now, and we'll come back to that. Go ahead, Brother Imani.
Please, I want question to go 1 minute, and I also want General Barbecue to answer question at least 1 minute or 2 minutes. So because we have so many people who want to speak, yeah. So 1 minute. If question goes more than 1 minute, I'm gonna mute you.
Mais pour question, pour t'apprendre au moins 1 minute. Et aussi pour Général Barbecue tout, ta question c'est pour t'apprendre une question parce que nous regardons tout le monde là qui est intéressé à la question.
Okay, so next up we have Sister Silvani Safon. Sister Silvani Safon.
Sister Silvani.
Silvani Safon.
Yes. Good morning to everyone. I will say my name is Silvani.
Sister, you have a little echo in your.
Yes, I put it.
Okay, great. That's better. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Silvani Safon. I'm a daughter from Haiti. Let me just say thank you so much for all of you who see the situation, who want to step in to help the Haitian people, my country.
Si me connais bien, qui c'est qu'on est capable de faire pour capable aider les Haïtiens, pays non.
Répétez la question, moi. Répétez la question.
Can you repeat the question, please? Take your time to ask.
It's not a question. My question is not come up as yet. I just want to thank all of the other brothers and sisters from Africa and from the US who want to step in the problem to help us to solve the problem.
Oh, moi, je voulais remercier tous les frères africains qui voulaient assister et aider à résoudre le problème en Haïti.
Yes. Merci avec tout le monde qui rentre, pas comme ça possible. Je dis merci de faire désirer.
Thank you to everyone who bring this opportunity to talk today. Thank you, Dr.
Desiree Tuesday. Somewhere.
Thank you, Dr. Desiree Tuesday.
And moi, je merci avec Jimmy Cherizier comme your Haïtien.
I say thanks to Jimmy Cherizier as a Haitian national.
Qui garde qui voit la situation haïtienne après aller à détruire chaque jour.
Who watch, who see in what situation is the Haitian people found itself every day.
Et moi, je dis merci pour la clarification que vous avez concernant de tout le monde qui met ensemble pour passer Haïti.
And I thank him for his clarification where he drew our understanding regarding all of the people who plots against Haiti. Against Haiti.
Question somewhere for barbecue.
My question to barbecue.
Est-ce que les plans pour les chita avec toute délégation qui avait rencontré de dans le pays ou bien qui Haïti, est-ce que les plans pour les chita pour rencontrer ensemble avec délégation ça?
Are you ready to sit to receive all delegations?
Policy,
To sit
but
and
take a photo of this. There is a QR code from our community.
I'm going to mute your phone.
It's not. It'll be a QR code as well. So you'll be able to go that way. But for now, copy down
Can you
this.
mute your line,
Can
please?
you mute your line?
Somebody
Compris par en bas. Tout le monde qui va fermer le micro, compris par en bas. Manel,
I did not hear no problem.
compris par en bas, tout le monde qui va fermer le micro. Ok, nous avons avancé.
yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Et m'a salué madame, non?
I salute, greet the lady.
Et merci pour la question.
Thank you for your question.
Contrairement à ça, on a fait mon point.
Contrary to what they make people to believe,
Vous parlez au côté Haïti dans le cœur.
the armed groups have Haiti in their heart.
Peut-être qu'il y a quelques actions qu'on fait qui dérangent la population. Mais nous-mêmes, nous aimons Haïti.
Maybe some action they used to do disturb Haiti, but we love Haiti.
J'aimerais te dire tout à l'heure,
As I said lately,
moi prêt pour moi faire n'importe sacrifice pour Haïti.
I am ready to do any sacrifice for Haiti.
Pas si belle parole de Dieu pour mon capable pour pour mon carré même.
I am not using nice words as the politicians to make people love me.
Moi dis exactement ça pour s'il vous plaît.
I exactly say what I feel for my country.
Moi prêt pour estar avec tout le monde qui veut participer dans joindre une solution dans sa capacité en Haïti.
I am ready to sit together with anyone who wants to partake to solve the Haiti's problem.
Mais parce que moi bonne question.
I think that I have answered your question.
Please, every question is 1 minute.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Next up, we have Miss Vanessa Osiris. Miss Vanessa
Madame Vanessa Osiris.
Merci à tout le monde qui participe dans la réunion, dans la rencontre aujourd'hui. Et m'a dit merci pour toute l'Afrique qui te mette temps disponible, qui comprend le problème.
Thank you for all of us who partake to this meeting today. And I'm saying thanks to all Africans. Continue.
Et qui prend temps, qui comprend la crise qui gagne dans le pays, pas moins qui c'est Haïti.
Who take their time to understand the crisis in Haiti.
Okay. Question moi gagne pour Jimmy, que nous connaissons sous nom barbecue.
My question to Jimmy, whom we know by the name of barbecue.
C'est que toute question que je poser, yo moi et fâché colère contre lui, moi lui répondre yo par rapport à l'autre monde qui a posé question yo.
All the questions which I was about to ask, being mad against you, I see those questions already asked by other people.
But moi j'ai une seule question.
But I have one question for you now.
Moi comprendre que nous sommes monde qui parle de ouvrir social justice pour tout le monde.
I understand you are I understand that you want social justice for everyone.
Et moi content de ce que vous partagez mes profitants sur question amnistie.
And I'm happy that you did not want to promote
c'est que tout le monde qui fait partie du groupe ça qui ensemble avec pour travail pour délivrance pays d'Haïti.
All those persons who are part of your group fighting to liberate Haiti.
Genan yo qui fait Haïti vraiment mal.
Some of them really hurts Haiti.
Et pour même contexte social de justice that you are parlé,
in the context of social justice which you are talking about,
est-ce que groupe wa prêt?
Is your group ready
pour moun sa yo qui te fait Haïti mal là?
For those who hurt Haiti,
même laissé dans contexte que you tap bribe you tap l'argent dans mais you fait ça pas ça.
In the context of taking money from them to have them do what is unlawful,
est-ce que vous prêt pour capable prendre une sanction contre eux que tout peuple haïtien capable plus point dans vous qui va faire un bagage qui sérieux même Jean Papa Nation Jean-Jacques Métallique pas de tolérance pour gens de monde ça yo.
Are you ready to take sanction against them in order for the Haitian people to believe in you, him as the father of the nation, Jacques Métallique?
Okay. Merci pour question.
Would not tolerate.
Maman, c'est merci pour question.
Thank you for the question.
Et moi, même façon que lui pose ces questions là.
I like the way in which you have asked your question.
Effectivement, vous parlez au fait, population en pile mal.
Effectively, the armed groups did hurt the nation, the population.
Ça, nous pas cacher.
We cannot hide this.
Parfois, même moi-même, moi, comme c'est tête.
Sometimes I used to ask myself,
comment nous allons demander au monde que yo kidnappe une jeune fille?
How can I ask someone when they kidnap a young lady?
You violate her.
Violate her.
You can pop dans mes familles.
Take money from her family.
You back.
They beat her.
Comment vous allez demander moun ça pour pardonner moun qui te fait ça?
How can I ask that person to forgive her offenders?
Ça est vraiment dur pour moi dans mon faire.
It is very hard to put a request to a victim. But today we have to be conscious. The first people who are responsible for all of these
c'est oligarques qui ont politicien qui te mettent des armes dans le ghetto et qui peut déstabiliser le pays.
Are oligarchs and the politicians who put weapons in the hands of the youth to destabilize the country.
Et ils te promettent que ça pas que rien qu'à privé.
And they promise them nothing will happen to them.
Vous avez un exemple, il y a un monsieur vide l'homme.
I can take as example one of them, namely Vitelon.
Clairement, il était avec toute opposition sur Jovenel Moïse et qui pour créer un groupe qui a été considéré comme terroriste qui c'est pas comme ça.
Clearly, he sat down with those people under the president of Jovenel Moïse. They ordered him to create a group, namely Phantom 509.
Pour déstabiliser le pays sur Jovenel.
To destabilize the country under President Jovenel.
Tout ce qu'avait Jovenel Moïse mourir.
As soon as Jovenel Moïse get killed,
Monsieur Sao Genan a été arrêté, Genan a été révoqué dans la police.
Some of those people were arrested, some of them were fired from police force.
Certains en prison ils ont libéré.
Those who were inmates in prison were liberated.
Ça a été révoqué dans la police, ils ont retourné dans la police.
Those who got fired from police officers, they reintegrate them to the police force.
Mais vite l'homme lui-même, il n'a pas bâti, ça a demandé là. Ça a demandé loi.
Except of Vitellum, who did not receive what was promised to him.
On y a, il tombé kidnappé, il tombé pour Caïmoun, il tombé déstabilisé le pays.
Now, he started killing people, taking people's houses, destabilizing the country. I am agree that we could report that to Vitellum. We could sanction him.
Mais si nous avons puni Vitellum, il faut nous punir pour quitter le chita avec nous.
But if we are to punish Vitellum, we have to punish those who used to sit together with him.
Sinon, nous ne supposons pas pardonner tout le monde.
If not, we have to forgive everyone.
Si nous pardonnons les politiciens pour nous jeune la paix,
if we forgive the politicians to find peace,
pour nous pardonner Vitellum pour nous jeune la paix,
we have to forgive Vitellum in order to find peace as well.
Pour qui ça, opposition sous Jovenel Moïse, c'est l'homme qui a opposé?
Do you want to know why, under President Jovenel Moïse, the opposition blame me so bad like that? It was just because I had refused to accept to do the same job for them as Vitellum did. They brought money and weapons to me to shoot on Jovenel Moïse, which I refused. They use the human rights to say that I carried a mass killing in La Saline. Like today, police and the army are doing mass killing in La Saline. Those human rights do not make any report at all. Because this actual government is good for them. They are working together. I am conscious. I do know the armed groups do a lot of bad things. That's why my big work is between those armed groups to reach their consciousness, to talk to them in order to prevent all bad things. If there is forgiveness for one, there must be forgiveness for everyone. Haiti will regain its stabilization through forgiveness and dialogue. I would not like you to take me as a politician. I am a weapon holder. Weapon holders are what I am telling you, I am telling it to you with all my heart. Let us forgive. Let us take the way of dialogue to liberate Haiti. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sister Osiris, for that question. And next up, we have Brother Oyo.
Frère Oyo.
Compré, brother Oyo.
Where Oyo?
Oyo.
Ayo Kimati, Ayo.
Ayo.
Oh,
Kimati.
oh, thank you.
Sorry, Vice President, for this pronunciation.
No problem.
Avant Kimati parle de la sinon que
Poor brother Kimati, York, I would like to say something.
on connaît moi qui va pour organiser valise pour mal bailler Timoun, comme pour mal bailler pour acheter uniforme pour aider mon à l'école. Parce que nous avons terminé dans 30 minutes.
I think that we may finish within 30 minutes from now because I have to go out. There are some kids going to school, suitcases to provide to them, and so on.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Okay, please keep your questions very brief and short here. We have, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, this will be just one question. I'll just keep it as short as I can. Basically, I want to start the question by saying that thanking the general for being here. We have recognized here in America and in Africa
Nous reconnaître ici là en Amérique et aussi bien qu'en Afrique
that one of the weapons that they're trying to use against our people
une type d'arme qui a servi contre peuple nous
is the forcing of homosexuality and the acceptance of that.
et c'est forcer homosexualité et demander pour nous accepter ça.
And right now,
et kounya
individual homosexuals who classify themselves as Pan-Africans
gagner homosexuel individuel qui identifie tête en tant que panafricain carrément
are being paid by the U.S. government
c'est gouvernement américain qui paye
and oligarchs
ak oligarque
to push homosexuality in Africa.
Pour capable encourager homosexualité en Afrique
posing as Pan-African.
Qui présente en tant que panafricain.
Have you seen any efforts by the oligarchs?
Est-ce que vous avez oligarques fait effort
to push homosexuality in Haiti?
Pour pousser pour encourager homosexualité en Haïti? They have tried to do that. And they are trying to legalize homosexuality in Haiti.
Malgré tout ça, ils fait.
No matter what they did, Haitian will not accept that. People may practice this kind of life in their secrets at their houses. But never to be legalized, to be known, accepted by the government. Never. They invest a lot of money to legalize it. Each time they try to do that, the people stand up. And the people is violent towards those who are carrying those kind of life. For sure, they have tried, but they cannot complete it because we will continue fighting against that. One man, one woman. This is how the world is. We will not let anyone to bring bad habits, bad tradition, to bring to the people embracing. As long as we are alive, we will fight against that. And this is why they call us as family. We cannot use those kind of example to grow our children. In our society. Those type of things for black people like us. They know that. That's why they are forcing us to accept their bad way of life. As I said lately, one man, one woman.
Thank you.
Merci.
All right, next up we have Dr. Ali Muhammad. Dr. Ali Muhammad.
Dr. Ali Muhammad.
Greetings. How's everybody? Free the line. To our brother Barbecue. Bonjour, yeah, Viva la Revolution. Viva Haiti. And in the words of Jean-Jacques Dessalines, who my spirit has always resonated with as a young revolutionary, liberté à la mort. So,
can you go a little bit slow?
Oh, yes, I will. Sir, I know sometimes I talk fast.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, my spirit resonates with you in the revolutionary spirits of Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Liberté à la mort.
Ensemble avec nous, n'ayons un esprit de révolution à la manière de Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
What I first would like to express with that is, as an introduction to my questions, I come from a unique background. First and foremost, I am the first vice president of the provisional government of the Republic of New Africa.
Moi, c'est sorti dans background, dans génération, premier gouvernement nouveau africain.
I'm also the chief general in command of the Revolutionary Black Panther Party.
La Révolution Black Panther Party.
I lived in Haiti for quite some time.
Moi, j'étais en Haïti pendant un petit temps.
Port-au-Bouquet. And my wife is from Petroville.
Et madame, moi, c'est sorti Petroville.
And I have family in Ghana.
I salute you for that, he says.
Appreciate you. And I have family in Ghana.
Et moi, j'ai une famille en Ghana.
And have done a lot of work, humanitarian work in Haiti.
Et moi, fais un peu de travail humanitaire en Haïti.
And what I like to express is that, a lot of us
moi, c'est que
in the Western world
dans le monde ouest là, dans l'Occident,
do not understand
pas comprendre
the actual pressure,
oppression,
propaganda, targeting,
nuisance,
and oppression
et oppression
that
Haïti
experiences
a subi
from the Western powers.
Dans mes puissances occidentales.
Because the trick is they'll say that the revolutionary forces, or
force révolution,
or force revolution, G9 Afamiale, is a gang.
Yo dit force révolution, vivre ensemble, c'est un gang.
But they said the same thing about John Bertrand Aristide with the Loveless Party.
Yo te dit même pareil là contre Jean Bertrand Aristide, dit même qu'il remet parti là.
C'est ça qu'ils ont fait.
That's what they always do.
Yeah.
They be able to destabilize the pays.
When they want to destabilize the country,
pour destabiliser le pays, yo ba toute qualité non.
The groups that is destabilize the country, they name it all kind of names.
Right. But I know that you are a revolutionary and a very good brother, and that your heart is for the people.
Mais moi, je crois que vous êtes un bon frère révolutionnaire.
And as such, they'll always try to lump and link a revolutionary as a gangster so that the world could be against the revolution.
Comme toujours, yo toujours cherché lié. Yo bon révolutionnaire en tant qu'un gang, yo façon pour provoquer le monde là, pour capable camper contre révolutionnaire.
I want to get something clear today, and this would be this would be a part of the question. I understand, but I want all of us to understand.
Moi, ça fait partie question. On va que moi comprendre et que moi veux pour nous tous comprendre.
They've been trying to influence black people in America.
Yo influencer mon noir aux États-Unis.
And the Caribbean.
Et aussi dans Caraïbes.
That you have some type of involvement with children and students being kidnapped and some type of violence involving students.
I would like to say that to all of us listening to me.
Si États-Unis, Canada, la France, si le gouvernement haïtien te connaît une seule femme de participer dans le kidnapping,
if the US, Canada, and France and the Haitian government knew that at even one time I partake in a mass killing, they would finish with me already. They know that I never do any kidnapping. I'm requesting United States, who has the most powerful intelligence in the world, to prove that if I ever partake in any kidnapping or in the mass killing of Lassani. They know very well that they are telling lies. Let me tell you what they did to me. Okay, a report, a US journal came to interview me.
Pendant tout l'interview, moi-même avec l'autre membre qui c'est Iska, nous tous les deux, nous avons posé nos questions.
They were questioning both of us, me and Iska, during all of the interview.
Le reportage là sorti.
When the report came out,
je mettais seulement ça me dire.
They said exactly what I said.
Non, je mettais seulement ça me dire. You made this seulement samedi dire.
They put only what I said. Where they said, I said, such as, I am ready to put weapons in the hands of kids. And I never said something like that. They did that to me to prove to the world that I am an assassinator who is arming kids. Even in the group which I am leading, my group, I could ask anyone to say if they ever seen a kid in my group. I help kids to go to school. All of them know that very well. But just because they do not have my control, I am not under their control, they are doing all of their utmost to destroy me.
Moi, pour petite fille,
I have a daughter.
et non, base, pas tout le monde n'est pas vle, ou n'est qu'à faire déjà son problème.
In my group, everyone knows that I hate those who are raping girls, women.
Yo toujours essayé lier avec tout bagay ça.
They always try to link me with all of those things.
C'est juste pour faire pour les pour discours que bien déranger ou pas.
Just to have people hate me because of the speech I have which disturb them.
Ça c'est vérité.
This is the truth.
I believe you 100%, and I know that you're innocent of those allegations. What they do is they try to character assassinate revolutionaries, children stuff, rape.
You are travail pour détruire caractère révolutionnaire.
But what I want to express is that coming to Haiti sometime in February. I want to know if I have your protection when I do come.
Si Lily a toujours bienvenue.
You will always be welcome.
Mais pas pour le faire prudent.
But therefore, you have to be careful.
You can utiliser la police pour arrêter.
They may use the police to arrest you.
Sous prétexte que vous êtes en contact avec gang.
In the pretext that you are in contact with gang.
Yeah, I know.
You can même assassiner.
They may even assassinate you.
And essayer la guerre sur un coup de gang.
And blame it on a gang group. But if it is for me, you will be welcome.
Well, I appreciate you. I love you. You're my brother. You know, and I'm with you. You know, like Jean-Jacques Dessalines says, unless they give liberty, it's Kupatet Bulekai.
Moi avec vous connaissez, pas Jean-Jacques Dessalines, mais on te dit c'est Kupatet Bulekai. I mean, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, c'est burn their houses.
C'est ça que aussi violent comme ça.
That's why they call me violent like this.
But the system begin in Haiti.
I think I think the system which is in Haiti, we could solve this problem by cutting head and burn houses. But we are trying to avoid those who look like us. Even if they use some who look like us, they arm them to fight against us. Sometimes we are obliged to become more violent than them. That's why they use medias when those things happening to show the world that we are doing mass killing. When the groups, namely self-defenders, kill people from us, for us, you hear nothing about that on the radio. They may even say that a gang get killed. When we react, give an answer to them, they say that we are mass killing the population. We are living in the popular neighborhood. All of the people is with us. If we did not have all of those people with us, they would come to us already. This is a proof to say that we do not do any masculine on the population, as they said. I would like you to carry a good investigation. When a man violates a woman in my group, an investigation will tell you what I will do to that man. Go investigate in my group. If a girl is not 18 years old, can a man approach and talk to her? I have one daughter. She will be 18 years old. I treat all the girls in my neighborhood same as my daughter. This is why when people in my neighborhood heard that media say that I violate people, they laugh at the media. Because everybody knows that I do not want to see such thing happening. And my population know that because I am fighting for a better condition life, I refuse to do dirty work for them. That's why you who are talking, if you come to Haiti, if you come to talk about change, if you come to denounce the oligarch who have the control of the country's economy, if you come to denounce the ONGs, the NGOs, the US Embassy, French and Canada embassies, if you come down to the popular neighborhood to talk to the people, addressing to the people, automatically you will be called gang, and you will have to die to be assassinated. They will use the local medias to create all kind of words. They will use the human rights organization to just report against you. They will use people on social medias to write bad things about you. And all of a sudden, a major part of the population will be scared of you, will hate you without even knowing you. Me, I understand the system. This is why they have all of that problem with me. I know the first groups I will take care of is the oligarchs. The second group which I will take care of is the politicians. The third group which I will take care of is the medias. And the last group of persons whom I will take care of is those who look like me, whom they use to be against me. At the time of slavery, there were 3 categories of slaves.
There were skilled slaves. There were domestic slaves. There were plantation slaves. If domestic and skilled slaves did not want any independence. Because they were satisfied with the remaining food left by the white slave masters. Those who wanted independence were the slave plantations. Today we can compare this situation with what is happening in Haiti now. The politicians, together with the medias, are the domestic and skilled slaves. We, weapon holders, we are considered to be the slave plantation. It is us who need freedom. To find this freedom, we are obliged to cut the heads of all domestic and skilled slaves. Because they will prevent us from reaching the masters. Today we have to take care of the journalists, the reporters, and the politicians before reaching to the slave market. You can imagine 90% of the population do not know how to read and write. A lot of them can only hear what is said on the medias. And those reporters, those journalists, taking money from the oligarchs without any consciousness. To earn US visa. They keep the people into slavery. The day we will touch the land a second time, we will take care of those journalists together with those politicians. And I guarantee you the oligarchs will take helicopter to flee. Yes. And at that moment, we will be able to talk to the US by staring at US. Today, the relationship that is being developed by the US is a relationship like masters and slavery.
N'importe si ambassadeur américain, n'importe si ambassadeur français, n'importe si ambassadeur canadien pourrait boucher dans tout ça qui passe en Haïti.
Any little US ambassador, Canada, France,
always interfere in whatever happening in Haiti. No Haitian politicians could stare looking straight at a U.S. ambassador eyes to eyes. Because their wives, children, their family are residing in the US, Canada, and France. When those countries want to make any pressure on Haiti, they can only threat those politicians that they will deport their family to Haiti. And from that time, complete silent, they submit themselves to those people. Me, I have nothing to lose from the US. This is why I am free. I feel at ease to talk like this. When the US, Canada, France sanctioned me, I laugh at them. But when it happened to the Haitian politicians, they went complaining to the US Embassy, to all the medias. We have to get rid of those domestic and skilled slaves in Haiti. Why we always say either Haiti become a paradise for all of us or a hell fire. We have chosen our side, our way. The only problem which we have in the fight which we engage in is now. A lot of armed groups who continue to do some bad thing against the population. That delays us in the fight. That prevents the people from joining us. But step by step, we, the people, will believe in us. I am not a violent person. But some problems needs to be solved by violence. It is with violence to solve the problem given by the politicians and the media in Haiti. As it is said lately, the oligarchs, they will not directly, physically fight to us. They will use the medias, the corrupted politicians to fight with us. But if we are taking care of those people, the oligarchs, they will flee. Other things that prevent us from taking care of those people, because they are using police and foreign troops to engage in fight against us. This make it become a little bit difficult to get out.
Mais nous avons développé une stratégie, nous avons fait autrement.
But by strategy, we will take care of them.
Parce que pour Haïti libéré.
Because Haiti has to be liberated.
Nous besoin l'autre classe politique.
We need another political class.
Nous besoin contrôler les médias en Haïti.
We need to control the media in Haiti.
C'est pas contrôler la presse dans le caché.
Not to control the media as a dictatorship.
Mais une presse qui appelle des populations à comprendre ce qui a passé.
But we want a media who will help the population to understand what is happening. This is why we have to fight against those people.
Okay, merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ali, for your question.
Real quick, just one last thing. I want to just share this in 2 seconds. What I want to express to you, brother, is that you talked about violence, but I know that you know, not speaking condescending, as revolutionary to revolutionary, the greatest violence is poverty. According to international law, poverty is a crime against humanity. So your violence is only self-defense. Love you. All power to the people. Free the land. Viva la revolution.
Et tant que révolutionnaire, puisqu'on parlait de violence, alors je veux connaître que le pays Sayo, là où mettre grand goût, la famine dans le pays, c'est plus gros violence qui était capable de faire. Merci, famille, merci beaucoup.
Mercy, mercy. Okay. All power to the people. All power to the people.
Par rapport avec les obligations de Singéan, nous avons l'école ouverte, nous allons séparer valises, nous allons séparer consipob, by quelques parents pour acheter uniforme, juste dans les arriver pour regarder.
Alors, as I said lately, you know, schools is about to be open. I'm about to share some suitcases for kids going to school, to share some money to some parents. So I would like to leave. I don't know if the time is good.
Okay. Yes. We have one more question from one more person here that we have on the platform, and we're conscious about his time. Okay, we have President General Sister Crystal Muhammad.
Free the land and Black Power. Thank you for coming on and giving this very important information to the people.
Merci le fait que vous venez by peuple information ça yo.
I am not only the president of the Republic of North Africa, I'm also the national chair of the New Black Panther Party.
Moi pas seulement président pour Nouveau Afrique, moi c'est chairman dans notre organisation.
Everything that you mentioned as far as the class divide between the people of Haiti, we are going through the same thing here in the United States of America. This is why we. This is.
Can I have a need, which I need to solve quickly? Can the other interpreter substitute me if she is here? If you give me just minutes, please.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, Sister Truth Faith, can you substitute as translator at the moment?
I'll do my best. Oui.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Truth Bay. Okay, yes. I was saying that we are under the same class condition here in the U.S. As far as Black people being divided by class, working class, and the those that want to be a part of the establishment and those that want independence.
Oui, nous souffrons même problème dans les États-Unis avec division, avec entre classe, monde qui pauvre, monde qui riche, avec entre même monde qui noyau, nous avons même problème dans Haïti.
This is why we have declared ourselves as New Africans and not identify as Americans to be up under their colonial rule of the U.S.
C'est ça que nous relater nous Afrique nouveau, nous pas sous même soumission avec la loi États-Unis, nous avons l'autonomisation avec des panneaux, avec la loi panneaux, avec
New African law, la loi Afrique qui nouveau.
So my question is, after listening to you on all yesterday and today, would you agree that Pan-Africanists across the world, our main call should be for all imperialist forces of America, U.S., Canada, Syria, and Lebanon to leave IAT, and to their only thing that they need to do is pay reparations?
Oui, so question avec hier, qui posait hier avec Jotia, c'est pour nous venir ensemble comme impérialistes, répétez ça, Lebanon, Syria, avec, what's the other one?
The United States, France, and Canada.
Oui, France et Canada, pour quitter mon noyau et puis pour payer réparation. Parce que Haïti a payé France plus que 400 millions de dollars. Est-ce que c'est vrai?
Yeah.
Oui.
Chaque nous parle de réparation. Dernier président qui parlait de réparation, il était dans les coups d'État en Haïti, c'est Jean-Bertrand Aristide.
So just as they were speaking of reparations, as they always mentioned reparations, they will always refer to Jean-Bertrand Aristide.
Je dis parce que nous-mêmes, nous avons demandé réparation et nous attendons que vous pour assassiner.
Yes, just because we also are currently actively asking for reparations, they want to assassinate us just as well.
Et l'objectif, c'est ça, lié dans tout même pardon.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest issues that we have to face as Haitians.
Pour Haïti libéré, faut que Syriens, faut que Libanais, faut que Français, Canadiens, Américains qui étaient pays.
Yes, and I agree with you. For Haiti to be free, the Canadians, France, and the U.S. NGOs have to leave Haiti. They have to leave.
Mais pour ça, faut que nous passions.
Mais pour ça, qui ça?
Pour ça, faut que nous prenions patience.
Yes, for this, in order for this to happen, we have to have patience.
Parce que le système est vraiment puissant.
Because this system is extremely powerful. They always use our people to, against us, especially those that look like us, to assassinate or to cause destruction.
Et ça fait, et la police, faut qu'ils toute opération, la police, c'est sous moi,
Yes, and so the police are always surveying me. They're always putting people on me and watching me as we speak.
Ça vient faire un pile pour poser une pile question. Est-ce que c'est seulement même qui mentit en Haïti?
That now poses a question, since I've been utilized so much, am I the only gangster in Haiti right now that's active?
Mais pour nous, il faut comprendre que pas un gangster, et que nous sommes un monde qui a trouvé pour liberté, ça que nous besoin d'éliminer.
That's right. And so they realize, as we have discussions like this, that I am not the real gangster at all, that I'm just here to liberate my people. They think that they can get rid of me so they can utilize the people that is bought and paid for. They accuse me of all sorts of things.
Et bagay que moi mette yo en défi, même si on a gros service d'enseignement, moi mette yo en défi pour prouver ça.
Yes, and so I always dare them to take and complete their task. They always subdue and try to finish eliminating me, and that will not work.
Yo utilise médias locaux, médias internationaux, à réseaux sociaux pour mettre ça dans tête tout le monde.
They utilize the mainstream media to give false pretenses and false stories of what's really happening in Haiti. So when they try to assassinate me, they're all going to think, well, that's just another gangster that died. And that's not the case. But 2 or 3 years after I'm gone, and that's when the people will realize that that wasn't true at all. That I'm and by then it'll be too late. And that's why we have to fight and continue to fight for our freedom until the end. We know exactly the situation that we're in. So who are we to relations according to the U.S.? Who are we as Haitians? Because we have a mission of self-determination that we are going to see it through. And every day I'm taking conscious of being aware of what's happening. Every day I'm closer to self-determination and I feel more empowered. So I can find a better conditions for my people in Haiti. We're fighting every day, increasingly in Haiti. So we can liberate ourselves from the main oppressors, United States, Canada, and France. What's most important for us, even if we may not see this day soon, but history will always remind us that Haitians, we are the first revolutionaries, free black Republicans. And that's what gives us the most encouragement and self-determination. We know our history and we know that we are a great people. They used to call Jean-Jacques Dessalines a gangster, a bandit, all the worst things in the world. Ultimately, it was him that gave us freedom. If I was fighting and working with the U.S., they wouldn't keep calling me a gangster.
Yes, sir.
Look exactly with your hearts and minds.
Yes, sir. May I add that here in the United States, they call us freedom fighters. In fact, the Anti-Defamation League has labeled myself a hate group because we speak against injustice. They call me what do they call me? Anti-Semitic and a hate mongerer. Yet we are only freedom fighters.
Oui, c'est même ça, yo élève dans les États-Unis, un groupe qui promote la haine, et puis juif yo dit que c'est antisémitique. So c'est même situation au Haïti, c'est même ça, yo les noirs, bataille pour révolution, vraiment, yo battle non qui parle.
And lastly, we are the same. The Haiti is so important because just as once Haiti got their revolution and freedom in the 1800s, it sparked revolutions of the slaves in Americas from New Orleans and everywhere. And that's the same that's happening now. I am from New Orleans, and because of Haiti's revolution, it forced the U.S. And France to have the so-called Louisiana Purchase because the uprising started.
Oui, so l'histoire des États-Unis, Haïti était un gros parti de lui, New Orleans, Louisiana, avec Purchase Napoléon. Sans Haïti, États-Unis pas qu'à grandir pour ce de ça. So nous là avec nous, nous battu avec nous, nous supporté. I wanted to explain something to you that happened in 2004. Jean-Bertrand Aristide was president. Because he was asking for reparations and restitution for his people. La France a utilisé le groupe armé pour déstabiliser le pays. Dis-ça encore, répétez ça. La France a utilisé le groupe armé pour déstabiliser le pays. Oui, so France was using their own army to go against Jean-Bertrand Aristide and the whole country. They call these groups rebels. They call them freedom fighters. Do you know what really happened? They started burning down the houses, burning down the state houses, and destroying the community. They keep calling them rebels and freedom fighters. Today in 2004, so Ariel, the disgraced Prime Minister Ariel Henry, is working for the United States. He's actually chilling in California. That's a little FYI. You know, California.
Okay. All right. No. Ariel Henry, le Premier ministre, il travaille pour Américain.
So when he was Prime Minister, he was working for the United States.
Nous prenons ça, nous fermons l'aéroport, nous marchons pour le commissariat, nous marchons pour la prison, jusqu'à ce que les Américains soient obligés pour Ariel Henry aller.
So we decided to come together as Haitians to block the airports. We blocked his way from coming in. He could not return back to Haiti, all to the point where the United States had to seek refuge for him since he was unable to return back to Haiti.
Black power.
And they called us in 2024.
Chef gang, assassin, criminel.
They started calling us gangsters. They started calling us bandits, the cause of destruction of Haiti. Just because we cannot be bought and paid for by the U.S. They utilize the mass media of the United States and worldwide to continually condemn us. When you are working for the enemy, they want to make sure that they utilize the media to destroy you if you're not on their side. That's right. And I can say Al Jazeera as well. Yes, they utilize the mass media to continue their false stories on Haiti. Yeah, so that was the example that I was giving to you at the moment. And to see that we are not bandits, we're not the assassinators that are killing the people. Just because they're traveling in the territory of the United States. So they're calling them separatists, and they're calling them fathers of God. So we're used to this now. They continue to use people that look like us to keep us divided and separated and to put each other down. And just because they be bought and paid for chump change like a visa or some trinkets, that they will utilize the best they can to continue to cause lies and divisions amongst the Haitian people.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, this is Rasalula here. I'm an administrator with the New African Network, and we'll be signing off soon. But before we do, we have one more point that I would like to bring up. Right. So, we've heard about the problems. We've heard about the history of Haiti. Right. 5 points. Mr. 5 points. For the solution and your plan. 5 solution points for your plan for the restoration and development and change for the people today. Go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Brother Yohani will take over the microphone so the meeting can end. Thank you.
Okay. So la bas 5 points pour faire une solution et je me suis ouvert une solution. S'il vous plaît, partagez avec parce que je travaille avec. Et puis Frère Yohan a fermé parce que nous connaissons bien pour parler.
que son bonne idée pour nous parler des plans nous dans Zoom ça?
No. C'est pas là l'affaire, non, privé l'affaire. So, yes. So he's asking, this is not the platform for us to discuss strategies. And nous comme ça. And we're aware of that.
Wow.
And s'il vous plaît, bon point, if you can give your 5 points. Or no? Brother Johan, can you terminate?
Yes, hello?
Oui.
It's time to finish the meeting?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, so let me first say thank you so much for the general to come to our program. Merci tout d'abord. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, merci un peu pour là.
And I think that we cannot cover all the questions.
Nous pas capable répondre toutes les questions parce que temps va passer.
But we will surely have to bring him back in the program because there is questions that was asked on chat yesterday. We did not cover them. So many things we did not cover at all.
Yes, so parce que nous pas de temps, on a fait une troisième fois pour qu'on retourne. C'est-à-dire qu'il est pour nous finir toutes les questions avec tout le monde. Parce qu'il y a plus de gens qui parlent.
Moi, pense que je parler ça avec Kimati.
D'accord. So I will speak with that with Brother Kimati.
Et je vais regarder pendant qui chemin qui est disponible et je vais retourner pour me répondre aux questions.
D'accord. And I'll find out a time and a date that is great for all of us to return and finish the questions, answers, Q&As.
Même vraiment obligé à aller.
Yes,
Okay.
but I really do have to go.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, thank you so much, General. You can read.
Vous m'êtes allé. Merci un pile pour temps. Très important. So, merci un pile.
C'est moi pour qui remercier nous.
So I want to say thank you to you guys for putting up this platform and allowing me to speak.
Parce que nous avons l'opportunité pour me faire le monde entier pour les vérités.
Because you allowed me to speak truth to power and to clarify a lot of misinformation.
Parce que vous utilisez les médias là pour pas jamais quitter parler.
And they always utilize the media, as you see, to give a false narrative of what's happening.
C'est grâce à les réseaux sociaux, grâce avec nous-mêmes, qui fait faire le monde entier qu'on est vérité.
And it's because of you, Republic of New Africa, and this platform that allows me to tell the world the truth about what's really going on in Haiti.
C'est moi pour remercier nous, bagay mot pour dire nous merci.
And their words cannot express how much I thank you again for allowing me to clarify.
Merci en pile. Haïti pas péri. On a nos cherché avec des salines dans préparer Haïti.
Union fait l'effort. So again, the revolution continues, and I thank you guys again for this time.
Okay, General Canada, viva la Haiti. La lucha continua.
Soyez bienvenus, au revoir. Tim said,
thank you, Truth Bay.
The General Barbecue is out of the line. He had to go. It's good enough. We use enough time. You guys, I hope you understood that he refused to be called a gang leader. Instead, he said that he's a revolutionary. So on all the social media here in Africa, they call him a gang leader, but he refused. That is the point I want to address to you guys. Point number 2 is how we can contact him, which I will maybe ask him on next time he comes, because people need to be able to reach to him and ask him questions, or even ask how they can help whoever people are fighting for in Haiti. So people need to be able to access him, because he's not a politician, he's a freedom fighter. And for those who attend our program, please, we do appreciate you and your time, especially those from translation service. We do really appreciate you. We are New Africa Network. We only pro-Africa. We're not pro-Russia, China, America, Canada, Western, or any other thing. We are pro-Africa or pro-Black people only. And we give microphone to anyone who come to us. Anybody who come to us, we do give them microphone as long as you are African, Black, we do give you microphone. So that being said, we were live also on Swahili for Africa, YouTube, and this information also will be put there on Swahili for Africa. The video was after edited, it should be on there. So may God bless Africa, we barik Africa. I love you guys. I want to say thank you to my co-host, Brother Eugene, Last Arura, Bishop Will, and everyone who attended. We do appreciate you and we love you. Thank you so much and have a nice morning. Those who are in morning, afternoon, those who are afternoon, evening to us who are in East Africa.
My brother, Imani, this is Bishop. You have the host. Can you let Brother Eugene into the meeting? His battery went dead.
Okay, sure, why not?
Okay.
If I may, I don't know if this thing is still on, but I did wanted to give just a quick comment and say again, thank you for having Jimmy clarify, because a lot of the misinformation in the journalism, everything that he said, I want people to please listen to every word he's saying. And I can even speak for my people in Haiti. A lot of us have been given so much misinformation that we do destroy or put down the people that are really trying to fight for us 100%. And so it takes time for us to really mend fences. But the things that were said today, the accountabilities for these oligarchs, we have to utilize pen to power as well as draw arms. That's one thing. But rewriting a law for self-determination for Haiti, to revisit the Haitian Constitution of 1805, that was our main constitution. That was our only constitution that really fought for the spirit of Haiti, and that's the constitution that was removed in 1915 and was replaced by U.S. forces. So I just wanted to put that out there and say that we really do got to work together for our children's sake. Get back our money, suing the Red Cross, Capital Bank, Citibank, France, all of them that we had to pay over trillions of dollars of reparations to. We got to put that together. So African American chattel slavery and Haitian restitution, we are the same. And we need to act as one, especially with the Haitian Americans that they're dumping in certain cities in the U.S. trying to cause an uproar. You can't fall for the okie doke. So again, I want to say thank you so much, you guys, for putting up this platform and allowing Jimmy to speak his piece. This is historic. This is historic. And it's we're eternally grateful for this opportunity. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Brother Eugene is back in. So I think he may want to say something, maybe to say thank you to as well as he did. Brother Eugene, are you there already? I think so.
Yes, I'm back. Thank you. We can't hear you, brother.
Yeah, so do you have anything to say? General, he already left.
Okay, no, we can continue the conversation with those individuals who are still on the platform, and we'll have you go ahead and ask your question or whatever your comment may be, and we'll have this for record, and whatever information that you may have, we will be able to pass that along. So right now we have Sister Tamika Royal. Can you please come on and present your question or comment? Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Eugene and everyone on the translators. Thank you. And I really appreciate this opportunity to have the conversation about what's going on in Haiti, as well as very similar or exact things just put out in different ways and different manners here in the Western world. First, I'd like to say I've said it to a few that I have watched a video that General Terezio, I'm probably butchering his name, forgive me for that, the general put out on YouTube. It was an impromptu press release so that the people would be aware of who he is and his purpose and how he's fighting and the conditions that the current corrupt politicians have placed upon the people. I watched him engage with the people on this video, and the people there in Haiti, to my perception, from what I could see with my own eyes, they're not afraid of the general. They're afraid of the corrupt politician games. Those are the real games, the games that the politicians put out and claim that they're the games of the general. So my question is, for direct dissemination of information, how do we put a name and a face to the corruption, to the corrupt politicians? Many people may not be aware, and they're being confused, and information is being disseminated, as false propaganda and not truth and fact. So I know we heard a lot of names as who is fighting in truth to protect and defend the people, and we heard a lot of names and who is not really fighting for the people. It's just a lot of people may have missed those names. So if we could have those names either written or shared with us orally here again, that would be helpful in making sure that other people don't spread misinformation of divide amongst the global population. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you for that question, sister. And we'll definitely make sure that General Barbecue gets your information, and we'll reply back to you as soon as we can. Anyone else? Next up, we have Brother Jami Lukman. Question or comment, please, sir.
Free to land. I want to congratulate and thank you, brothers, for an excellent presentation and giving the brothers the platform to speak to the world, especially the Pan-African leaders, the true ones over there that we're calling for to come in and help Haiti, because this is a global war that Barbecue is fighting. Him as a national liberation army fighting for self-determination in Haiti is protected under international law. But if they can continue to label him as a gang, then he would not receive international legal protection, and they can do it with him as he please. We understand that the African Union should play a key role in facilitating the help that Haiti needs, and that it should be transferred from the United Nations, who we know can't trust because it's dominated by the three-headed dragons, the United States, France, and Canada. And with that being said, we also see from listening to Barbecue that the police, the Ubuntu Compassionate Police and Reconciliation, Restore and Safeguard Haiti plan, that he basically agreed with all the key points in that, and that it is he has a copy of it and has already been looking over it, and we heard him agree with all the key points. So the best thing we can do for him now is to all get on code and get the international community to side with him in against the people who are trying to impose imperialism and neocolonialism on Haiti. And if we can get on code and he can continue to get his message out, he cannot be defeated, And Haiti will prevail, and Pan-Africanism and Ubuntu will defeat imperialism worldwide. It is up to us to rally behind him based on this Ubuntu plan that he has really agreed with here today by answering all these questions that we have presented to him. On that note, I would like to land my plane and everybody just keep up the good solidarity with the Haitian people and keep fighting. I yield. Free the land.
Black Power. Thank you, brother. Free the land. Next up, we have Francis Baptisma. Francis Baptisma.
Allô tout le monde, bonsoir tout le monde. Moi
Bonjour, madame.
c'est Baptisme. Moi suis jeune qui a travaillé pour valoriser l'autre jeune dans le pays et pour le jeune prendre conscience de l'état pays pour capable impliquer yo même j'en a fait la félicité.
We need to translate. We need translation, please, Francis. Yes. So my name is Frances Batisme, and I'm one of the youth coordinators, and I'm about to share the screen. That is putting together an event to celebrate Jean-Jacques Dessalines Day, October 17th. She actually wanted to present this while Jimmy Shakespeare was here, but hopefully she'll have another time to do that. But yes, so she's one of the youth coordinators in Haiti that's leading the charge for the Youth Council.
Okay, thanks for that information.
Continue. She wants to express something else.
That's fine. Continue.
Ok, moi félicite nous de ce que nous prenons engagement pour payer nous, malgré nous pas vivre en Haïti, mais nous sentons que nous victimes tout, nous voulons engager nous pour payer nous.
Even though that I want to first and foremost say thank you so much again for showing your solidarity for Haiti. Even though many of you are not living in Haiti as we speak, but your love and your commitment to bring out the truth, it reigns true, and it's very appreciated with us here.
Donc, c'est la même l'idée ça que moi, c'est la même l'idée ça que m'a organisé une activité pour la jeunesse.
And this is in the same spirit that we're organizing an event for self-determination for our youth.
Qui a parlé de rêve Jean-Jacques Dessalines développé pour Haïti.
And this is continuing the dreams of our ancestors of what first freedom fighter of Haiti, Jean-Jacques Dessalines.
Parce que c'est même rêve ça qui a nous pays que nous voulons.
Because this is the dream that is only going to be realized when the youth are given or empowered to complete the needs for Haiti. Avant fini, just a few seconds. I do have another coordinator, Milton, Michelle Moulton here as well. But s'il vous plaît, Française, est-ce qu'on a qui Jean nous a supporté nous parce que nous pas un peu de temps?
Ok. Activité à faire dans la jeunesse pour jeunesse à connaître qui rêve que Dessalines te gagné pour être capable d'engager le même genre tout.
And so this is the dream that Jean-Jacques Dessalines had put forth for us to continue, and we want to tell you some ways on how you can support us at this moment.
L'intervenant qui a expliqué l'idéal Dessalines.
There's not a lot of people that are honoring or are remembering the works that Jean-Jacques Dessalines has done.
Parmi intervenants, nous avons Madame Désirée Chouzbé, Emmanuel Ménard, historien, nous avons Atwas Workfam qui c'est un artiste, nous avons un peu l'autre monde qui a partagé connaissances avec jeunes pour faire connaître mais qui ça Dessalines développé et pour jeunesse à engager le tout.
And some of the guest speakers that she just named will be there to speak on not only Jean-Jacques Dessalines, but the solutions for empowering the youth in Haiti. And just briefly, right now, Haiti has no governance. It has zero governance, even though we have 9 heads.
Nous avons les collaborations. Nous avons les collaborations internationales pour participer ensemble avec nous et pour aider nous réaliser activité ça.
Yes, so we would like to support the international community such as yourselves to support the youth and empowering them to see this dream realized. And this is her telephone number that's on the bottom if anybody wants to call direct and support.
Activité a fait 17 octobre pour les gens qui sont en Haïti, ils sont capables de connecter par yon lien web qui c'est impactehaiti.org, la capable connecter à $5.
Okay, so this will be a virtual event, so those in the international community can join us on the internet. I don't know if it's a Zoom platform, but it'll be a virtual means for everyone to participate and listen to what the youth would like to do to change, not only change Haiti, but to empower themselves.
N'attend tout le monde, nous avons la participation de tout le monde parce que c'est un engagement que nous prenons pour retirer le pays nous dans ce là. Tout le monde invité, la jeunesse internationale, dans n'importe quel secteur qu'on ou capable de venir connecter ensemble avec nous pour venir dans des jeunes qui veulent parler parole Haïti, parole de l'équilibrance Haïti, parole changement Haïti, parce que dans la situation que nous avons besoin de tout le monde inclus pour retirer le pays nous dans ce là.
So this event will be a paid event. It'll be probably a minimum of $5 to enter, so we can fundraise for the needs. As you've heard before, the back to school children October 1st, and a lot of needs for the youth are not being realized. So we definitely would like to have your support and giving the voice for the young people, so that way they can run a new governance for Haiti. It's beyond corrupt, and so this is the first step of how we can self-determine by being together. So merci, thank you very much.
Mercy. Thank you, Sister Baptiste. We appreciate that information. We'll have one of our representatives be in touch with you. And the youth is the future, so we certainly are with you on that one.
So
next
merci,
up,
Madame Française, et puis nous avons un monde qui a contacté qui j'en nous a supporté. Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Next up, we have Moulton.
Merci beaucoup.
We have Moulton. Next up, we have Moulton.
Shalom, shalom, everyone.
Shalom, brother.
Thank you. I give you a big applause for putting this Zoom together. And myself, when I received it, I came in a little late, but I decided to join in as I see it's a great thing to come together as it's been overdue for Africa, the countries of Africa, to put their heads together with Haiti, because we are one nation, one race. We've been under the same pressure, and now it's time really to come together to support one another. I also give an applause to this young lady who just expressed herself to show a model of what our general wanted this nation to be. And if we all can support, however, whatever that we can, I think it would be a great idea. Myself, I'm speaking with you from Haiti, as I've been working with the youth as well from Hashem Gardens in Haiti, working with Dr. Chube, great supporter, my dear sister, I thank you very much. I asked for permission to express myself regarding this statement that our brother Cherizier just made. I do not consider myself personally, when I looked in the past, I see what our general, our liberator have done. This is not a model of a general. This is not a model of a freedom fighter. Most of it has been many years where they have used our brothers, okay, for whatever interest it be, make them believe that, yes, they are a leader and terrorize their own kind, terrorize their own community, but at the end, they just not getting what they hope they would get, and the country is still in deep instability. And this is what we are seeing right now in Haiti. We need to come together, for sure. The people of Haiti cannot continue any longer under this terrorized movement that we are experiencing here. This country needs to, all these guys who claim that they are generals, they are freedom fighters, they're fighting against the United States, Canada, whatever it is. I mean, that's not the appropriate way to do it. So it's time to put all these weapons down. It's time for this nation to move forward in liberty and prosperity and a stable economy. So all who can support that without getting terrorized this nation, we all going to support it. But getting guns against your own kind, not looking for stability, this is not the proper way to do it. So I appreciate you again, who put your hands together to hear the voice of those in Haiti who wants to support Haiti. And I'm encouraging you, don't stop, because Haiti desperately needs for everybody to come together. Even our oppressors, even our enemies, they can contribute if we come together as one under one leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, brother, for that vital information. Tuka Pamoja, we are together. Next up, we have Kamal Muhammad. Kamal Muhammad.
Greetings, family. How's everyone doing?
Thank you, brother.
I hope you can
Welcome to the program.
I hope you can hear me well.
We have forgot the translation. What happened?
I hope you can hear me well. Do I have to wait for the translation?
Do we still need translation? People who hear this translation.
Okay. I'm very grateful for this conference, and I really appreciate it. Myself, I'm on the ground in Haiti. My work deals with the COSAHA, which I'm the sovereign national representative. This is about over 20,000 farmers, sovereign farmers, that are combining their land together, seeking partnership with our brothers and sisters, indeed, in Africa and elsewhere. So this reality really concerns us. Since we don't want the bloodshed, absolutely. This is why we are happy that our family are from the U.S. and all over from Africa as well is intervening and opening dialogue. We appreciate the time we had spending with the brother expressing his ideas. Now, I'd like to suggest to both parties, our beloved brother Barbecue,
Go ahead, brother. It broke up for a second there. Repeat yourself, please. Thank you.
I think we lost him completely.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next person. Hopefully, we'll get him back on the line at some point. We'll bring him back in. Sister Sylvania Safon. Sister Safon? Do you have another question? Okay, is there anyone else on the platform that have a question?
Sylvani. Again, my name is Sylvani.
Sylvani.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The Haitian situation is not like something we can just like see and listen and just act. We really need to go deeply down in the base to find out why Haiti been kidnapping and held by those other countries. They use our own people, Haitian people. Like you can see, and like Barbecue said, those people sending guns, money, and all type of violence against us. And Republic Dominican, they use Republic Dominican to torture us, to kill anyone they can find. Go in the house, find them in the street, and kill them. We are come to the point to say no to all those nonsense that those countries that we've been saying, the name Canada, US, and all of them been put together over 30 years.
this is enough. But at the same time, by listening to barbecue, they know exactly they are fighting against their own brothers and sisters, killing them like animals, burn them down. To go to Haiti to send a delegation to talk to them, we have to make sure that they are aware of all the crimes that they committed. And they need to be strong enough to call all the names that give them money and guns against their own brothers and sisters. They all keep saying oligarch. Yes, the oligarch is a group of people, it's a group of mafia, but there is names. They need to be strong enough if they want to do something to call all those people names and let everybody know who they are. Even so, we're aware of some of them, but there is names need to come out to solve that problem. We need to help. Myself, I told Dr. Schultz, I already packed my suitcase and everything to go back home because I feel like I will be more useful back home to help my people than stay here in the US. So I am ready to put myself together with anyone who decided to put their hands together to solve the problem. The problem is not about money, it's about self-conscience. And thanks again. I think this is the day. We cannot wait no longer. And I am ready to go.
Thank you, Sister
Put
Savani.
myself together for the problem.
Thank you, Sister Savani. We appreciate that information. We have Brother Kamal Muhammad. He's back. Go ahead, Brother Muhammad, please. Brother Kamal Muhammad. Did he fall back off again? He must have fell off again. Okay. Touch with him. Hopefully we'll maintain this information there. Okay, is anyone else on the platform who would like to speak or say anything before we end the program this evening? Go ahead, Queen X.
Yes, free the land, everyone. I just want to say thank you to the General for showing up and
You're muted, Queen X. And I have my hand up for a final comment. Thank you.
oh, free the land. Sorry about that. I just wanted to thank the General for coming on, being so informative and very empowering for our people. I just want to say thank you.
We appreciate you, sister, and thank you for your comments. Next up, we have Corey Gleeks. Corey Gleeks.
Jilts is actually Jilts.
Jilts. Okay, sorry for the pronunciation.
That's
Go ahead, Corey.
Well, I wanted greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. What I had wanted to clarify yesterday, he had said that he would like to see the appearance of a black middle class, and I was asking for clarification because historically it has been that middle class that has watered down and betrayed most of the progressive movements. So I wanted some more clarification on that. You're muted.
Are you stating that Jimmy stated he wanted a black middle class in Haiti?
Well, he had said that he wanted their own bourgeoisie, but I don't think he meant it in the negative sense that the brother is understanding.
Okay, well, if I can't just wrap that up and answer a couple of questions at once. So, Sister Silvani, the names that, as we said, to hold Haiti accountable is in the chat. It's in the chat. We said it multiple times. Gilbert Biggio, Citigroup, which is now Citibank, that has the Haitian gold. France, right, that has all of our reparations, $400 trillion worth of reparations. And I put the Jean-Jacques Dessalines Act in the chat for a reason. We have to have a Unitarian synopsis for restitution and reparations together. As Africans going back to the motherland where Haiti, African population, has been subdued. It's easier to say that, yes, we can't use violence. It's easier to say that. But it's easier to actually come together, put a pen to paper, and write as well the policies that's needed. That's never happened. You can't fault Haitians for what they're doing right now because they have never been free since 1805. So if we have a generation of people that was born in oppression, and the worst comes to worst, some people would, kill their mother for 5 cents. That's the same. I can't fault that person for feeling that way because they've been oppressed all of their life. But the people who are keeping Haiti down, not one person I can remember or group that held the Clinton Foundation accountable for the $1 billion she took from the Haiti earthquake from 2010 to 2016. What did this United States do? They almost made her president. We can't be hypocritical and not hold these oppressors that we say they have the power. No, we have the power. We the people have the power. If we come together for real, we have more power than money. But sometimes if you're not realizing, as Harriet Tubman says, she could have freed a lot more slaves had they known they were slaves. If we don't know that we're in a certain predicament, it's kind of hard to fight for freedom. But this platform today, again, I can't thank you enough how awesome it is for you to allow the truth to come out, the solutions for Haiti to come out. But right now, the real work begins. Are we ready to hold these people that's in the chat that we mentioned accountable? There's a strategy to do that, and that's what Jimmy was saying. You can't discuss it in public, but it is a strategy, and we have to come together behind the scenes to make that happen. I'm not afraid. I will die for my country. I will die for the United States, Haitians. I will die for Haiti. I will die for the youth. I will die for my Black people. Anyone who knows me, I cannot be bought. I cannot be sold. I cannot be deterred. So I'm ready to work with people who's willing to put 10 toes down to fight for their freedom 100%, because in our spirit, we are born revolutionaries, and that will not stop. With that, I say Black Power and Freedom Land.
Black Power, sister. Thank you for those powerful words. Is there anyone else on the platform would like to have a question or a comment that they'd like to say before we end the program today? Please step up to the podium.
Yeah, this brother Jami Lukman.
Go ahead, brother John.
In Africa, the sister made comments about different things that happen in Haiti and them being how they should be addressed, right? Barbecue spoke clearly and good and excellent about the amnesty, and he made appropriate distinctions. And I want to make everybody understand that we had a Truth and Reconciliation Commission in South Africa. They got at the truth. People were told the truth of what they did, and those whites in South Africa was given amnesty for the crimes they committed. We had a Truth and Reconciliation Ubuntu committee in Rwanda after the Rwanda massacre that reunified the Hutu and the Tutsi in Rwanda. I don't see why Ubuntu reconciliation is good for South Africa and it's good for Rwanda, but it won't work in Haiti. And everything that General Barbecue said about wanting to not fight his brothers and sisters in Haiti is exemplary of the principles of Ubuntu. Even though he's not using the word, the concept and the balance and how he lays everything out reflects Ubuntu. And we presenting calling for the Ubuntu delegation to come from Africa of the 5 eminent Pan-African leaders to get an immediate ceasefire, to get international pressure to have a peace and security operation from the AU and a lasting peace agreement made. And the sister in Barbecue's eloquent distinction between the 3 different groups in Haiti, the gangs, his revolutionary forces, and the transitional forces, the national police, and the Kenyan forces fighting against them. We have to continue to make sure that we understand the 3 distinctions. It is the unlawful gangs that are committing the rapes and abuses that Barbecue is trying to fight and suppress, and who he has said that he's doing more to stop than the police. So when we talk about guns and all that coming to Haiti, the U.S. is sending guns to Haiti for the police to fight the revolutionary forces. The revolutionary forces cannot defend the self-determination and the rights of the Haitian people if they don't have weapons. Now, we don't want weapons going to the unlawful gangs, but we don't want weapons, Barbecue and the legitimate liberation forces to not have the weapons to fight the U.S. forces that are trying to impose imperialism and neocolonialism on Haiti. So we have to dig deep and understand how the 3-headed dragon is operating in Haiti. And just when we're talking about the guns going to Haiti, that's why he said he would agree to a certain type of ceasefire. Not a ceasefire that only require he lay down his guns and not the oppressors lay down their guns. Right? So when we're talking about that, we got to be clear that nobody, not even Barbecue, want guns going to the gangs. But he has to be able to defend the people who he say are supporting him against the imperialist forces and the sellout on the transitional council. But in order for us to get that message to the international community, we have to get on code. And we have the plan, the Ubuntu Compassionate Relief Plan, that he is in alignment with. And if we present that, we can change the narrative. And we can give Barbecue the support he needs to win international community. We had LeBlanc at the UN just this past Sunday because they cannot get funding for the forces, right? And then also the LeBlanc them signing an agreement to get 1.5 billion loans from the African Union Bank, the same African Union that denied Haiti membership. That's a contradiction. And then in using the peacekeeping, trying to get the peacekeeping from the UN instead of the multi-security, they were trying to do a covert counterinsurgency pretending it as a peacekeeping mission so that they can get access to the funds. That's why we wanted to be handed over to the African Union, because we can't trust the UN. They agreed to send to continue the counterinsurgency while dialogue is being called for, showing that they don't want peace. You have Barbecue calling for dialogue and peace. Why you want dialogue and peace with the man, but you want to continue an insurgency, huh? So we need to get away from the UN, and we got to get Africa to rise up. And the best way to do that is us to unify and call on the Pan-African leaders to come and take hold of this and assist the Haitians themselves in coming with a Haitian solution that is based on Ubuntu and Pan-African principles, because the Haitian Constitution of 1804 was an anti-imperialist, anti-colonialist, and anti-white supremacy constitution. And we have to support that. And the plan for Haiti's restoration and safeguard is the best thing that I've seen that can give this brother what he needs. And we have to provide him that intellectual ammunition so he can fight the disinformation in the media war. Because if he can't fight, he can't win the media war, he can't win the war on the ground in Haiti. I yield.
For sure. Thank you for that comment and as well as information, Brother Lukman. That's Brother Lamel Jamin Lukman. Okay, anyone else who want to say anything before we end the program tonight? Please step up to the podium.
Program, please.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get that in. All right, go ahead, Brother Money. I'll go ahead and let you sign out.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, we did have very nice program. We did have very nice program, and we were expecting some kind of how do you call that, hijacker or hackers, but it did not happen. So we say thank you, and we want to say thank you to everyone who came. You guys, you have enough discipline to do the program. So we will definitely keep in touch when he's coming back in. We'll let you know. But that being said, you guys, hello?
Yes, we're here.
Yeah, so I hope you guys, you saw that Haitians who came to the program did not actually attack him, which that's why I was thinking, maybe because people think he's a gang leader. So Haitians who were on the program, they did not. I give microphone to everyone, so they did not attack him. So that means they are in support with him.
He changed people's minds. He changed people's mind on the chat.
That's right. Yes, right. Yeah. So another thing, he refused to be called gang leader. He said he's a militant freedom fighter for Haitian people, and he laid down the information that everyone can review and prove that. Now, the other thing he did was when it comes to the criminals that are committed by those militants he leading, he did accept that and he agreed with that. He almost actually asked it forgiveness. So that's something criminals don't do. Criminals don't realize or don't recognize that there's something done by them. So which I think he deserves to be forgiven. Another thing I want to say is that we will definitely have to be a little more involved, because according to the resolution took place, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, the United Nations is about to send more police officers or military from Benin, Jamaica, and there is another 2 countries in Cameroon as well, and there is Belize, I think in Central America, something like that. So,
and if I may, they're also signing a treaty with the Dominican Republic to suppress the Haitians there. This was last.
So we do realize that there is something going on there. We needed to put information out there so everyone is aware that we are the Haitian people. Even though Barbecue, he maybe have background of gangs, as they say, or police who was in the government. But at the end of the day, what he's fighting, what he's talking about today, is something decent, is something makes sense, and he needs support. So we definitely need to put a political or organizing behind him and see how he can advance his advocacy. He can be heard, but also even in the United Nations, they should not decide it unless they have to hear about him as well. But it did not take place. So I think that is the thing that people from diaspora, especially in the US, you guys need to organize how you can put his militant. So you need a political campaign to be able to support him, in order to present his view on what he wants to do. So, but that being said, let me end here. May God bless you guys. God bless Africa, and I will see you guys on Sunday. We do have the program every Sunday at 5 p.m. 6 p.m. I believe in 6 p.m. in East African time, which is around 11 in the morning in Washington DC time. Thank you so much, and I give microphone to Brother Eugene to close the program.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and there you have it for today's program. I'm your host, Brother Eugene Talford, also known as Ambassador Obi Wane, and we appreciate all of you who have coming on to the program today to be a dynamic part of the Haitian Revolution. We are all Black people in a revolution. We look forward to having you on the next program. Peace and blessings and one love.
Thank you. One love.
One love. Tuko pamoja.
Ubuntu peace for Haiti.
Tuko pamoja.